Yo, what's up? Don't mind me, guys. I'm just flexing. Hold up, something not right. There we go. That's better. Again, congrats on your pull star. Sorry, I'm only just waking up. I just woke up like around like 10:50. So if I sound like I'm half asleep, that's the reason. 53 times in a row. All your good luck just got wasted. That's what that sounded like to me. Anyway, also, I need to say this. Yo, what's up? Cali Ever back with another stream. Gonna be streaming Get This Act 4. Yay, hello. Woo. Holy guacamole. My work is better than Cali. No, it's not. Did you not see the last poll video I posted? What I pulled for Zenla's character? It was devious. Some crazy work. Also, before I start the story, I'm gonna say a couple little things real quick. So I went to my older brother's baby shower during the weekend. It was Saturday, right? I bet money on my twin bro on if it was gonna be a boy or girl when they revealed the gender for the baby. I ain't gonna hold you. I bet $110 that it was gonna be a boy. So this how you know all my luck went out the door pulling for Lucia. Bro. Some of y'all, I don't think y'all know this about me. Or I don't know if I told y'all this, but like when it comes down to cupcakes or whatever, like I don't like the icing on cupcakes anymore. Like I kind of grew out of that. I was like, so when I went to like swipe the icing off the top of my cupcake, because I was like, I'm not a fan of icing on top of my cupcakes, right? I swiped it just a little bit. I saw the color, the filling inside of it. That shit was pink. I was like, oh shit. I was like, oh man, I done lost the bet. I covered it up immediately. I was like, I don't want no one to see that I saw what the gender was before everyone else at the baby shower did. It revealed to be pink. It was a wrap. I was like, I gotta pay this nigga money now. So, I'm gonna have a niece in the next couple months. That's if that baby don't come early. Because I didn't know you have baby showers once you're 7 months pregnant. I didn't know that. I thought baby showers happened at any point in time. It didn't matter. That's what I originally thought. But now I've been educated. Met big bro. We talked. Asked him how he feeling about the baby, this, that, and the third. And from his response, he locked in for real. He ready. Cause like, I ain't gonna lie, I expressed a lot of worry about how he was gonna move in this situation. Cause this is a real deal situation. This is a permanent situation. This ain't some, oh, you get to walk away from this all willy-nilly type situation. That's another human being you about to raise. You ready for that? And we're not. Homeboy was looking at me just cheesing and smiling all the way through. And I ain't gonna lie, it put a smile on my face too. I was like, cause like I'd hate for him to like really F it up or whatever. But like, homeboy, we both, all three of us, me, big bro, little bro, our family dynamic, like you can't afford to be like absent dad. We can't have that. We done grew up like that. We can't have that for round two, generation number 2 coming in, right? Can't have that. But he was smiling and cheesing. He was like he found him the one, the person he been looking for in his life. I was like, I'm glad to see that. Now, I ain't crying no tears or nothing like that. But I was just happy that my bro was happy. And I told that nigga, since you have a niece, You better get a list of a few things. You better get your own gun legally, get a taser, get a bat, get a couple cameras to place around the house, all that other dandy stuff, right? I was telling you, I ain't even finished the list. There's some other stuff that need to be added to that list. I'm not gonna lie. The moment he tell me that I need to babysit the baby, I'm not getting no sleep at night. I don't care. I don't even care. I gotta go to work in the morning. If I gotta come to work early, I don't care. I will sit here and be a night hawk until it's time for that sun to come up. That's how serious I'm taking it. Better get that $100 ready. Congrats, you're gonna be an uncle. Took long enough to be an uncle. But all in all, it's just I'm happy that he's happy. And I completely forgot what homegirl name was, because since we don't really talk a lot, because we don't communicate a lot 24/7, I forgot what her name was. So I met some of her family members, but I forgot what her name was, which it really sucks. Which I need to ask them before I go to bed tonight. I need to text them and be like, yo, bro, what's her name again? Dang, I don't forgot what he said. The baby girl going. Oh no, he said the baby girl. Actually, I'm not gonna tell her the baby girl name on here on the internet. That's crazy. I ain't doing that to my niece. Y'all don't need to know her name. Unless you're personal friends of the personal friend circle. Then you'll get to know her name. But we're not going to do it out here on the live stream. Ro's going to be sitting with his niece in the chair holding a gun. The moment someone opened the door, he pointed that thing right away. Exactly. The moment they revealed it was a girl, I already knew. I have to switch my dial around. If it was a boy, I wouldn't even go this hard. But knowing that it's a girl, yes, I am going to spin any block if necessary. Y'all see the wicked work going on out here in these streets? Oh no. Can't have it. Somebody's gonna lose their life if they step to that baby crazy. There will be no ifs, there will be no ands and no buts about it. Somebody gonna lose their life. Step to this child if you want to. You're not gonna be breathing in the next 5 seconds. Which is why I am about to press so hard on getting my legal weaponry. Get this car. Check some things off my list that I need to get done in the next couple months, so that when the time comes, the time comes. Best and believe. What's crazy is I only found out about the fact that my older brother had a baby on the way 2 months ago. They were already 7 months in by the time we got to that baby shower. So you could believe my shock when I was like, when he came out the blue, talking about, oh, he had a baby on the way. I was like, huh? You got what? I was so baffled. I ain't gonna lie. I was in such a state of worry. I was just like, I don't know if my big bro ready for that. Wait, what?
Oh, do you think the others are making good progress? Hope it's all going smoothly.
Man, they threw us right into a story quest. I ain't gonna lie, I hate when they do that. I should have got closer to the. I should have be on top of that yellow beam before the story quest started. But I'm gonna say this as well. How was y'all day today? I know I'm sitting here yapping about what happened at the baby shower. It just like I really wanted to talk about it because it's such a big important moment. You feel me? Oh my god! Oh, I just remembered something funny I did at the baby shower. My twin bro and my ma, we got late. We came there late to the baby shower, but thank God the baby shower didn't end till like what 2:30 p.m. So we got there late. We only got there by like 1:30, 1:40. So homegirl, baby mama. Shoot, not baby mama. I can't. Well, I gotta label her as baby mama until I remember her name is. She gave a whole speech after the gender was revealed for the baby. Right? Gave a whole speech. I sat when she finished, and I noticed that my big bro did not give a speech. I was yelling loud. I was like, "Yo, bro, where your speech at?" I was calling this nigga out and everything. Where your speech, twin? Why is she the only one with a speech? Oh man, I was being goofy for the sake of it. I loved it. It is one of those moments where it's like you gotta spit your foot in that door and be like, okay, let's act a little childish. Let's act a little goofy. Take the opportunity. Instigating exactly. Even after she finished her speech, like we were taking family photos and whatnot. I ain't gonna lie, the family photo I took with my big bro, it was not the best. I looked nasty in it. Like my face, I have a terrible picture face. Like I am unphotogenic or whatever the word is. I look disgusting when I take pictures. Granted, I had my solo pic with my big bro, that little selfie that me and him did before we left. So yeah. Other than that, it was fun. There's some nice food. I wish I had a container with me. I would have packed 3 containers of food with what they brought. I swear on everything. They had some good tuna fish sandwiches or whatever. I don't know what the sandwich was, but it was delectable. I was doing the same thing on my nephew and grand birthday on Saturday. It's getting a lot. You know what it is. What else? Okay, I think this will be the last thing, and then I'm done yapping about the baby shower. So before we got there, of course, we had to make a quick stop to buy some gifts for the baby. I got the baby, my niece now, I got her a cow hat, but this was before we knew the gender, right? So, I was told we had to pick neutral gifts so that it doesn't expose the gender of the baby, whether it be boy or girl, right? So I picked up the little cow hat. Now the cow hat a little big, the baby head gonna be a little too small for this hat or whatever, right? But the cow hat was a good looking hat, right? My brother said, my twin told me something, bro, this is not a gender neutral colored hat. I was like, yes, it is. A cow is gender neutral in terms of its look. A boy or a girl can wear this. What are we talking about? Having a whole back and forth. This is one of the reasons. This is the thing that sparked us having a bet about whether or not the baby was going to be a boy or girl, which didn't result in me losing money. But nonetheless, this was sparked it right here. He grabbed the bear hat, I grabbed the cow hat. I was like, watch this baby be a boy. He get this hat. Well, since the baby a girl now, well, she's still gonna get this hat regardless. I go, man, it was so freaking hilarious. Bigger for the sake of bigger for no reason. And then I freaking lost money. Oh man. And then when they were getting the presents that we brought, whatever, since we didn't have time to write our names on the stuff or whatever, they didn't know who brought it. But immediately when they pulled out them hats and saw a little bit of the gifts, my older brother looked down the table towards me, my bro, and Ma. He knew what time it was. He knew who brought it. Oh man, it was so fun.
Flint's! Llama! How did it all go?
All is well, thank you. Nefer and Yehoda had to stay at the curatorium to wrap things up, so they won't be joining us for now.
I ran into Miss Nefa and Miss Aino on the way back. Their work is still in progress, so I suspect they won't be back for a while either.
You seem rather cheerful today, Mr. Flint's.
I certainly am. I achieved what I set out to do and came away with more than I bargained for.
More than you bargained for? Oh, also, did y'all see the leaks for Constantine or Constance of HSR? Y'all saw that gameplay? Y'all saw that follow-up attack animation? That shit was crazy. I was like, bro, what the crap? And I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna pull for her. Yep, absolutely. I will be pulling for her.
Fighting alone can get quite tedious, but I had the good fortune to run into a pair of
oh
brave young
snap!
warriors.
We meet again. How have you been?
The goats. Look at this. Nothing but playable characters rolling into the scene. Oh yeah.
Albedo! What are you doing here?
It been a lot. Guessing you're here to see Varka.
That would be a natural assumption to make. It's also the correct one.
These two courageously lent me a hand while I was fighting the wild hunt. When they told me they were Servarka's colleagues, it all made sense. And given how people of outstanding talent tend to cross paths, it's no wonder you're already acquainted.
So, who's your travel buddy, Albedo?
Why don't you come and introduce yourself?
Oh, yes. Shy boy. Shy dragon boy. Oh, man. The ladies gonna love this. Hold on, let me make sure my stuff is good. Okay, that looks good. Y'all let me know if the stream is lagging or whatever.
A gentleman of few words, I see. And a rather stern countenance. I presumed you were acquainted with him. Is that not the case?
Wait, those horns. You must be.
It's nice to meet you. Again. We've technically met before.
Wait a sec. You're Minnie Durin.
That's right. It's me. I'm glad to see you again.
I love the fact that Homeboy was an NPC that evolved and became a playable character. I love it.
By the way, he says it's okay if you drop the mini.
Also, this is one of those moments where them making the limited time event where Mini Durin came from permanent would make a lot of sense right now, and it's something that needs to be done because people are not going to understand where this nigga came from without that story quest at all. Unless they put like some summary square block in front of the screen being like, oh, this is Mini Durin from the Simulacra world storybook, blah, 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 right? Actually, let me refresh my laptop screen. Just got to refresh that real quick. And close that, and close that.
Yeah, I'm not as mini as I used to be.
Interesting, isn't it? The first step towards blending into human society appears to be reflecting on whether one's name really reflects who they are.
Wow, you look so different. In a good way, of course. It's great to see you looking so healthy.
Yo, what's up, Jed? How you been, bro? Also, for anybody watching the stream right now, make sure you hit the like button for your boy. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Paimon. And although you're as mini as ever, I understand that diminutives don't always convey endearment. I'll be sure to simply call you Paimon as a sign of my great respect for you.
Wow, you're such a smooth talker now. Paimon could get used to this. From now on, you may refer to her as your esteemed guide, Paimon.
Oh my goodness. Is this the first time we've seen Paimon get... Oh, hold up. Is this the first time someone done spit Riz to Paimon and she's over here falling for it? Or am I tripping? Because I feel like something like this happened before, but this was like a first time moment. Is she really folded to the Riz right now? Oh my goodness. Mini Durin, or rather Durin, is really doing something devious to Paimon right now. Oh my gosh. I'm so close to having a beta to C6, just a few more days. I'm happy I got to win my 50-50 on HSR and Zenless. Nice, that's nice. I hope I win my 50-50 pulling for Cyrene.
Personally, I think our little Paimon is the perfect size. When people call her Little Paimon, it's just because she's so adorable that they can't help themselves. If that's not a sign of endearment, what is?
I agree. Paimon is adorable, and I can't truly hate on this character as much as everyone else does.
You're absolutely right, Miss Lauma. My brother still has a long road ahead of him when it comes to understanding human relationships.
Anyway, speaking of long journeys, didn't Columbina, leave with you? How come she isn't back yet?
She's been catching up with old friends. Wouldn't be surprised if she stopped for a cup of tea or 10 on the way back. Uh-oh. People are talking about me. Hope it's nothing negative.
Nothing but a collective of playable units getting the job done. We love to see it. Oh, you got your Hydra. Nice. My bad, I'm just scrolling through any notification I got on my phone. Anyway, let's continue. Tonight she is in better spirits after meeting her old colleagues.
Judging from your expressions, I'm guessing it all went well?
It's getting crowded here. I'll go grab some chairs.
No need. This is a job for an alchemist. I'll whip some up momentarily.
Thank you for your hospitality, ladies and gentlemen, but I was merely escorting my friends back. I'll be meeting Zendrone shortly, as we still have some things to discuss. It's been a pleasure, everyone. But this is where I'll say goodbye.
We really appreciate your help.
Thanks for standing by us.
Oh, come on. Spare the formalities. I'm just glad I could help out some true friends.
Yeah, because we know so much about Arlecchino right now.
I understand. Well, bye for now, Arlecchino.
I can't wait to pit Arlecchino and Colombino on the same team, because their color patterns oh my goodness, their colors are just slapping together so nicely.
Oh, this place is hopping. It's probably a good thing one of us left. Otherwise, we might not fit all these people in.
Are you saying we're about to run out of chairs?
As a matter of fact, I am. Come on in and see for yourself.
Who is in here? Because the way he's talking sounds like there's someone else is here. What type of shit is Colombino? What type of shit is Colombino? Wait, I don't understand the question. Haven't seen her kid and stuff. Oh, I think she's supposed to be like a vaporized character who also does like lunar reactions, where lunar vaporized and whatnot. Again, I hate when the nigga, the goat, my king, days left. Woo! Man, I love it. Already, first nigga we meet. I cannot wait to react to that Nigerian perspective video where he sit here and downplay Dainsleif to sit here and say Avidius was a better character that had more substance than Dainsleif. I can't wait to slap that video to the freaking floor after I finish this quest. Oh wow, look, they even put his title, Bowkeeper, on here. Did they ever do that? Alright, let's continue. Also, for anybody watching the stream again, make sure you hit the like button. Thank you. Anyway, let's continue.
I overheard your little chit-chat outside, by the way. With Miss Colombina's colleague gone, we should be back to the original crew plus the other colleagues I brought in. Though, it looks like we have another new face. Someone else managed to rope in a colleague too?
Sorry, he's probably here for us. I'm not gonna lie. This is actually quite interesting to see this, because Dainsleif does not like being a part of big groups, especially of people who are from nations that worship gods, right? It don't matter if it's the Archons or whatever, right? We've seen that side of him back during the second Dainsleif quest, how he felt about even entering the church of Favonius, trying to ask the sisters about XYZ, which is why he left it up to the Traveler to do that. Okay, he was like, if I say something blasphemous, it's gonna be coming from the heart, because, you know, I don't F with y'all niggas, for real.
Frankly, you and Paimon are the only people I know here.
This here is Dainsleif, colleague of Tibet's greatest guide, Paimon, and greatest adventurer, the Traveler. Well, not exactly colleagues, more sort of friends.
He's mainly here because of Rivera. Yeah, obviously, because, you know, he said he was gonna spin the block on the freaking sinners, one after the other. And now it's time. It's time to spin blocks, take cheeks with no names. with names that we know. Rather.
When someone else jumps in to do the announcing, you know you're speaking to someone important.
Let's hear what he has to say.
Note to self. Once Paimon knows your name, the rest of the world will soon follow.
Also, peep this, right? People are sitting here bitching about Dainsleif's mod. Yeah, okay. Back when Withering Waves came out, there was a whole bunch of background NPCs that had like this real amount of detail on them that made them look like older characters. That made them look like well, rather just the older male looking characters, right? People were comparing Dainsleif to those NPCs in Wuwa. They're saying Genshin's Dainsleif looks like a child, and it's just like, well, this nigga was a young man when he got cursed with immortality, so no wonder he looks youthful. Like, why the fuck would you expect him to look like some old man? We've known what this nigga looked like for years. He's a youthful man that's been wandering the earth for like 500 years, plus some change. It's like, what are we talking about here? And something else interesting. I'm surprised no one compared him to Diluc yet, which is probably the reason because like between Dainsleif and Diluc in terms of their character designs or their models rather, Diluc most definitely looks younger looking and more chubby faced in comparison to Dainsleif, who's got more of a narrow face.
When he comes looking for us, it's usually something important. I'm guessing you've heard about the Wild Hunt then.
From the looks of it, you're about to hold a meeting. If I were to say that the Wild Hunt is our mutual enemy, would that earn me a seat at the table?
As the saying goes, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Mr. Dainsleif, there's a seat with your name on it. Though, I can't promise the same for everyone else. Hey, Albedo, think you can rustle up a couple more chairs?
After all this time apart, Grandmaster Varka's first order is to rustle up a couple more chairs. I've missed this.
Is he being sarcastic?
Hey, he's your brother. Why are you asking us?
I've still got a lot to learn about the nuances of human conversation. Trying to decipher Albedo's way of speaking has been like jumping in at the deep end.
Oh boy, my twin. You got a lot to go through, man. I ain't gonna lie. But actually, does Albedo and him have the same face? No, Albedo and him don't have the same face. They got different faces in terms of the way they look. It is like something. They got like a little bit of similarities between each other.
Oh, good point. I'ma get you now. Don't sweat it. There are people who go their whole lives without getting the hang of it. You're ahead of the game already.
Look at you, Paimon. Expert in the art of encouragement. Wait, was he crying?
I wonder what's taking them for so long.
Wait, I hate that scene flew by so fast. Was the traveler sitting here crying tears about some good job, Paimon? That's freaking crazy. Oh my goodness gracious! That was a good use of them. That was a good use of them tears.
Perhaps you should go and check in with her. If anyone can hurry her along, it's you.
Man, I need to order me some food.
I just got back from the curatorium. Besides, aren't you curious to see what's taking her so long?
Miss Nefer doesn't strike me as the type to share secrets. And since gathering intel is her specialty, I'm guessing she'd prefer to keep her methods confidential. Under such circumstances, would it not be tactless for me to impose?
Oh, but it's fine for me to impose.
Yes, woman, because you know her personally.
What can I say? You have an unrivaled ability to garner people's affection, Miss Moonchanter. Besides, you have far more in common with her than I do.
All right, then.
It sounded like she didn't want to go do it.
Impressive. She barely fought back at all. I admire your powers of persuasion, my friend.
AKA, he likes the idea that this nigga managed to persuade this woman to go do something for him that he didn't want to go do. This man is a piece of shit. Fliz, you a devious nigga. I'll say that for sure. Oh my goodness, Fliz look like he gonna be with that type of nigga that gets chicks into his bed with ease. I know what type of game you play here, sir, and I ain't falling for it.
As I'm sure Miss Lauma will realize soon enough, the trick in life is to always pitch in with other people's responsibilities so that you can be selective with your own.
See? I freaking got it.
Another trick is to simply hide in the background.
Spoken like a true sage.
Oh my goodness, these two gonna get along.
Anyway, looks like we've got some time to kill before the meeting. Let's take a little breather, folks.
I just realized another thing too. So many people were making bold claims like, oh, when it comes down to Genshin characters, none of them have their own unique silhouettes for you to be able to point out who's who and who's what, right? But then you look at this whole cast of characters. Just imagine them all colored in black from top to bottom. You will be able to recognize who the F is who.
Feel free to chat amongst yourselves. We'll get down to business once the other two arrive.
Oh, I guess while I got the chance here, I'm gonna post my reaction to another video Glaive Keo made, in the last week or two, before I go to bed tonight. I already made the thumbnail for 3 videos. One of them was posted today, and the video in question that was the topic of discussion was D-Luke and him being compared to that NPC known as Thelanis, right? Rarier's lover, right? As I was watching that video, he was kind of bashing a valid statement, which is Thelanis came out. Hold on, let me pause that. That Thelanis is an NPC that came out 5 years later, whereas D-Luke was a character that came out 5 years ago, right? And he was sitting here saying that it is invalid to mention the difference in time and difference in quality between these two things, as if it's invalid to mention it. As whether it's a pushback to the argument of like, oh, why it is that his character model didn't get updated, which clearly the reason was because it didn't need to in the eyes of the company at this point in time, right? And of course we had like the update to the engine, which is why you have characters from like I would argue characters from like Sumeru all the way up to Fontaine to where we are now that all just look good, right? D-Luke, chubby faced. Like, I'd even argue that freaking that nigga Kaya, his face look a little bit better than D-Luke's. But it's like, it's a gap in time. So it's clear as day there's gonna be a difference in the product of A to Z. An iPhone 1, the first iPhone, is nothing like the iPhone 17. Let's be for real. Except for like camera features. No, camera feature is gonna be different as well. It's just like the name is still the same. It's an iPhone.
You're both awfully quiet. Why don't I start us off with an icebreaker?
Much obliged.
Have either of you ever had your portrait painted? If not, I'd be glad to help.
Awesome, paint that
That
portrait.
sounds like a lovely idea. You know how to paint, then?
I dabble occasionally.
He's an excellent painter. Tables, chairs, people, dragons, you name it. He'll paint it for you.
I'm flattered.
If I ever get the chance, I'd like to give it a try myself.
I'll bear that in mind. Anyway, how about you, Durin? What sort of portrait would you prefer?
Oh, I'd be fine with anything. Whatever style feels best to you.
Very well. Then I'll play it by ear.
You can replicate any style I want?
I can try. If you show me a sample, I'll do my best to match it.
Thank you. In that case, I'll dig up some reference material for you.
Oh, so already from this interaction, we learned that Columbina has a particular favorite style of art that she really likes. Also, Columbina is going to be a Hydro character. She's not going to be a Cryo character. Them shoes on her feet, and that's Hydro, pure Hydro. Nothing but water. I ain't gonna lie, the feet fiends are going to be eating good when Columbina comes out. They're going to love them feet. And they're wet too. Yeah, they about to be salivating.
Truth be told, I can't remember the last time I was in a meeting with so many people.
You're not alone there, my friend. The Lightkeepers also struggle to bring everyone together for a serious discussion.
I don't doubt that. I've only ever met 2 Ratniki, one being you, and the other being that young guy, Eatlua.
Eatlua is a good apple. I'll give him that. He's kind, honest, and regularly delivers supplies to my lighthouse. A true Ratnik to the core. In that sense, he puts me to shame.
So you're what? A fake Ratnik? That's what it sounds like you're saying. But I get the feeling that's not quite what you meant. Come on, why the awkward silence?
Sorry. I'm not even gonna bother trying to hide it. You've known all along, haven't you, my friend?
Nigga.
Now that was an awkward silence.
Let's just keep this between ourselves. Probably best if Eloa doesn't know, huh?
That goes without saying. Gotta be careful what you share with youngsters, after all.
Anyone else in the know? Let me guess. The Traveler and Paimon?
It's dangerous being too sharp for one's own good, you know.
Then, in the name of the Animo Archon Barbados himself, I swear, your secret's safe with me.
What is this secret, nigga?
When we went for drinks, you said that you and Barbados were practically best buds. In the light of that claim, do you really expect me to take your oath seriously?
Of course. Just as long as you don't go spreading around the fact that I'm close with Barbados, all right?
Fair enough, then. Nothing like a bit of mutual leverage to seal the bonds of friendship.
Interesting character interaction. Rocker knows about Flynn's. Does he know that what species he is? Is that what the implication is? I forgot what the name of his species was called. Also, this character called Iluga, I hope is a playable character, and I hope he is a character that is mentioned in Varka's, not Varka, but in Flynn's voice lines.
Is there something you'd like to say to me?
Yeah! For starters, why'd you just show up here without even giving us a heads up?
If you think back to our previous interactions, you may recall that that's hardly out of character for me.
You do have a point there.
Sort out your accommodation yet?
Oh yeah! You'll need to find somewhere to stay the night too, right? Wanna tag along with us? You never know. We might get a group discount.
Sure, let's do that.
Great! Paimon will handle it. And in return, we can get Dainslift to be our very own personal bodyguard.
Paimon, you're thinking out loud again. I don't know how anyone can sit here and look at Dainslift and say that he ain't got no substance to his character. Ooh, I can't. There's two videos I can't wait to do a reaction to. One made by Glaive Q about the Traveler's character, and that one about from the Nigerian perspective about freaking Dainslift having quote unquote no substance and carried by only hype. I can't wait to break both of those videos to the freaking floor because they sound freaking retarded. Anyway, oh, they're called the Fae. Okay, nice. Also, the only reason I'm being loud right now is because my guy called in to work out of the blue, and my bro is out, at work, so I get to be loud.
If that's what you had in mind, you should have said so sooner. I'd be happy to help.
Oh, okay then. Paimon was only kidding, but good to know. Anyway, since we're all here together, we might as well watch each other's backs. That's just what friends do, right?
Indeed. Thank you.
That facial expression. Nefer, you so fine. Oh my goodness.
Ah, Miss Nefer. You made it after all. But what about Yehoda?
I'm here to give you an update on how things are going on our end. Once this is over, I'll be heading straight back to continue my work. I left Yehoda back at the curatorium to watch over things while I'm gone.
Huh. So much for just this once.
Shh! Not so loud! We're on a roll here. What if she remembers and suddenly decides to back out?
Did you say something, Mr. Varka?
Huh? I didn't say anything. Right, Flints?
Must have been a frog. They get so noisy around here at nighttime. It's like they're putting on a concert in the background.
Anyway, before we begin, there's a few introductions to make. Let me start by saying that it's an honor to be speaking before so many distinguished colleagues and collaborators. First up, we have Miss Lauma. As Moon Chanter, she's the leader of the Frost Moon Scions, a local religious community in NODKRAI. Then there's Miss Nefer, boss of the Curatorium of Secrets, an intel gatherer extraordinaire. Nefer is leading the investigation into Rerer's background, assisted by Yehoda and Lauma. From the little I've heard, they're making some great progress. Over here, we have Mr. Flintz, a ratnik and guardian of the abandoned lighthouse. In our last operation, he courageously distracted the Wild Hunt to buy time for the rest of us.
Okay, I'll say this right now. This scene, while it may seem like they're just like, it feels like they're reintroducing us to these characters, this scene isn't really for us, the player. It's more so for Dainsleif, since Dainsleif stated that he does not know anybody here, right? So it's actually, this is more so of an introduction for him to learn about who everyone else is here.
For those of you who've never met, this is Mr. Albedo, a renowned alchemist and captain of the Knights of Favonius investigation team. By his side is a new face for us all, myself included, Mr. Durin, who has come to lend his aid.
Also, can we talk about how dripped out and sauced this nigga Durin is? I freaking mess with his color palette.
Next up, we have the Moon Maiden and former Fatui Harbinger, Miss Columbina. Then we have the Traveler, who's earned more titles than I could possibly hope to list out, so I'll spare you the rundown. And Paimon, the ultimate travel companion and quite possibly the best guide in all of Tevat.
Wow! That's a lot of people! Great turnout!
Miss Nefer, it looks like you might have another job coming your way. So, congratulations on the booming business, I guess.
You think I haven't got enough on my hands as it is? Who's looking for me now?
That would be me, Miss Nefer. I have a commission for you.
And you are?
Who I am doesn't matter right now. What does matter is that I'd like you to gather more intelligence about the Recher of Solnari.
Well, it's not as if we never take on anonymous commissions. But in your case, I'll have to decline. I'm gonna take a wild guess and say your job's probably more hassle than it's worth. Something about you seems like bad news.
Oh boy, here we go. Bad blood is already ensuing. Conflict.
It's my eyes, isn't it?
Conrian, I assume. And what's with the mask? Are you trying to hide your identity? In any case, the fact that you're even still alive raises an awful lot of questions for me.
My name is Dainsleif. And yes, I am from Conria. As I'm sure you're aware, the Recher of Solnari's real name is Rerir. He was once an acquaintance of mine.
Really? Then you must have been quite an influential figure yourself.
You flatter me, but none of that matters anymore. My point was simply to clarify why I have asked Miss Nefer to investigate Rerir's background.
So you're both from Conria, and it sounds like you used to be friends? What am I missing here? Surely you already know how he became one of the Five Sinners.
I'll tell you everything I know. The history of Conria, the names and identities of the Five Sinners. I remember it all like it was yesterday. I have never spoken openly of this before. But the truth was exactly as people say. The Five Sinners were each driven by their own desires, and it was by playing upon these that the Abyss tempted them to their fall, tearing Conria apart in the process. The visionary, Vedifenir, who wished to foretell the future. The wise, Haroptatir, who sought limitless knowledge. Gold, Rhindaughter, who desired to create life. The foul, Sertologi, who pursued supreme strength. And last, but not least, Recher of Solnari, Rerir, Ravager of the Moon. Of the five, Rerir is the only one who remains a mystery to me. He never harbored grand ambitions. So what changed in the space of a single night? How did he come to fall like the others?
In other words, you're saying that his change came as a shock to you, and you have no idea what actually happened?
That's right.
The file is Skirt's master, right? Yes. And it's like, this is such a shocking thing to see this, of Dainsleif spewing out this information in front of all these niggas. Because realistically, in like any other circumstance, he wouldn't do this. But in this circumstance, he needs to do this. He has to. He has no choice but to.
You mentioned how the Abyss tempted them, which led to their fall. But what did that look like in practice? And what other context can you give me about the events of that time? The more detail you can give me, the better.
Strangely, now that it comes to it, I hardly know where to begin. The fateful night took place during the era of the Eclipse Dynasty. One day, my elder brother, the visionary, Vedifenir, was summoned to the palace by the Vinster King, only for the king to gouge out his eyes and cast him into the dungeons. When I came to hear of this, my fury knew no bounds. I gathered together every ally I thought I had, and together, we set a night to storm the palace and free Ved.
Okay.
Centuries on, the memories of that night still haunt me, like a never-ending nightmare. We broke through the palace gates, just like we had planned, each striking towards our separate targets. But then, I was betrayed. Even Vedifenir, the very person I had come to rescue, abandoned me and partook of the Abyss's power.
So, it's personal after all. Then tell me, Mr. Dainsleif, what price are you willing to pay? You, of all people, must know that nothing comes for free.
I cannot say what price would be worthy of such a commission. But know this. Rerir was not always a madman. Believe it or not, there was a time when he was just an ordinary man, working for the Conrian Intelligence Service. Uncovering the truth of Rerir's past is the only way to unravel this mystery. But before you decide if you will accept my commission, I will tell you more about him. Enough, I hope, to help you plan your next move.
Sounds pretty good to me. Feels like we just flagged down a random passerby, only to discover he's actually a master strategist who has a score to settle with our enemy.
Must be all good karma been building. Must be all that good karma building. Knows having a common friend who can come in handy in this.
Can I borrow your halo? It could be useful in the lighthouse.
Halo?
Hey, enough with the wisecracks. Besides, isn't that lamp of yours bright enough already?
Wait a minute. Does Paimon's halo glow? If that's the implication, I've never known that. Also, I completely forgot to refer to Paimon's thing on her head as her halo. Because it just be there all the time that I don't even think about calling it a halo.
Relax. It was meant to be a compliment. If that was a little over the top for your liking, I'll make sure to tone it down next time.
I'll give your proposal some serious thought, Mr. Dainsleif. Let's speak in private once the meeting is over.
Before that, there's a few things I'd like to share.
I am so glad this nigga is talking right now because I'm not gonna lie. He's been mad silent ever since Act 2 and 3. He hasn't spoken much in these dialogue moments. And I was feeling a little iffy about those. I was like, why he not talking as much as he was in Act 1?
Now that we've united the hearts of the three moons, your power should be greatly enhanced. But it seems like that hasn't happened yet.
I believe it will take a little longer. You've done so much for me, so I want to be completely honest with you all. Even though I'm doing a lot better now, the truth is, my recovery will likely be an ongoing process. From the moment I was born, my power has been slowly ebbing away. And that is because Tevat has never accepted me. Even with the moons united as one, it seems my rejection cannot be undone.
How so?
So far, I have yet to find a solution. It may turn out to be a problem that will plague me until the day I finally leave this place behind. Even so, I will do everything in my power to help you drive out the Ray here of Solnari. As Arlecchino put it, this is not about chasing the spoils of victory. It's just a gesture of heartfelt gratitude.
Kutar.
Defeating the Ray here of Solnari will be no easy task. While my strength slowly recovers, we'll also need to gather more intel.
Naturally. We should take all the help we can get if we hope to defeat him.
We've considered several viable plans now, but our choice hinges on the answers to a few key questions. Is it even possible to kill Rerir? What experiences shaped the person or monster he became? And what's he really after? Given Albedo's expertise in alchemy, I think we should leave him to try and answer the first of these questions.
Understood.
As for the other two, I'm afraid we'll have to count on you again, Miss Nefer. Believe me when I say it's not my wish to burden you. But right now, relying on your skills is our only option.
So you're placing all your hopes on me, huh?
We can't thank you enough for agreeing to help us. Honestly, I can hardly believe how lucky we are.
You sure have a talent for changing your tune, Miss Moonchanter. Timid like Yehoda one moment, then flinches insincere flattery the next.
Ladies, please. I must object to your portrayal of me. That's all. Feel free to keep bickering. Just pretend I'm not here.
This nigga is he is a rage baiter. Oh my gosh. This nigga loves to instigate. So ladies, I must object to your portrayal of me. That's all. Feel free to keep bickering. This nigga just loves watching it. This nigga does it for the love of the game. He has no real reason to do it other than the love of the game. Oh my goodness gracious. You know, when Flynn's voice actor in the 6.1 live stream was like, or I can't remember which live stream it was. I'm pretty sure it was the 6.1 live stream. He was sitting here being like, yo, Flynn's acts like this, that, and the third. I was like, bro, I haven't seen that yet. And now I'm seeing it in full display. This nigga is a genuine rage baiter. This nigga could not exist in the modern day. This nigga would be rage baiting people from top to bottom.
I almost don't want to leave this room. I'm curious to see how this plays out.
I have faith in you, Miss Nefer. Something tells me you'll stand by us until the very end.
Oh? And what makes you so sure of that? What if I suddenly decide that my compensation is insufficient?
This isn't about the money. I can sense that you've got a deep-seated distaste for Rerir. And knowing you, that alone is motive enough.
Look at them getting along so well. Like two peas in a pod.
And everyone else is gassing this up and pissing her off even more. First it was Flynn's, then Columbina with her little side comment, and now this nigga Varka. They are purposely trying to piss her off. If she walks away from this operation, I'm gonna blame all y'all.
And I'm the one they accuse of insincere flattery. There is no justice.
Miss Loma, you have to understand something.
Oh man.
Unlike you, I don't actually enjoy having everyone's hopes on my shoulders.
Is that right? Well, maybe the fact that I'm willing to put my hopes in other people says more about me than you. But the fact is, I also trust you. And that's because I know that you're someone we can count on.
Anyway, we've got our plan, so let's get moving.
Also, I like the fact to hear that Nefer doesn't like people putting their hopes on her. Probably because she probably has an insecurity of herself. probably thinking that maybe she can't live up to those people's expectation of her. It's probably what it is, right?
Mr. Dainsleif, let's talk. And Traveler, once we're finished, if you've nothing else planned, I'd like you to come with me.
This whole experience is teaching me a lot. For instance, I now know that when other issues come up in the future, I'll have far more luck getting Lauma to convince Miss Nefer than trying to do it myself.
Why are these niggas talking out loud? They all saying their plans about how they will convince Nefer to help in the future. Shut your traps. Be quiet. Y'all exposing the game plan right in front of the woman.
Hate to say it, friend, but that's one of the funniest things I've heard in a while.
Why? You think I've got it wrong?
Quite the opposite. But what makes it so hilarious is how long it's taken you to realize.
Oh my goodness, this friendship is diabolical. My goodness gracious. It'll be explained a bit later. Okay, that's good, because I'm not gonna lie. Act 3, I thought we was gonna learn a little bit more about Nefer in Act 3, but I guess they were saving it for Act 4. Okay, a little bit of black screen white text we've experienced, probably like 3 instances of it, which is fine. On time for the expression, blah, 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 blah. Walk on and describe it as a simple planning mission. Wild thinking. Load it with emergency says finished. Let's redo it. And they are. You empower well patiently the network. Let's see. Okay, once everything's finished. Also, for anybody watching the stream right now, make sure you hit the like button for your boy. Appreciate it. Thank you. Let's continue. Also, I can't wait to do my tier list video for these gacha games I'm playing. Because I'm not going to lie. Verissa, I'm putting her in SS tier. I just love her design. I just love my thick girl. You feel me? I understand people were hating on her design, this and the third, but she's one of the most gorgeous looking characters in the whole game. Boy, if I grab them horns from the back. You know what? Let me keep that to myself. I finally we can enter this room whenever. I do her in the worst way possible.
Thank you for waiting.
Alright, let's get it.
It's okay. We actually used the time to help Dainsleif get a room at the hotel.
That's very considerate of you. Now, I trust you share my curiosity about Rerir's past, and you seem fairly familiar with Mr. Dainsleif already.
That's right, we know each other for quite some time now.
We spoke at some length after the meeting. He was the one who suggested I should invite you to join this operation. He feels confident that these secrets will be safe with you.
Dane has a lot of faith in us, that's for sure.
Thanks for your trust too, Nefer.
Likewise. I appreciate that you got right on board without interrogating me about why I invited you. It shows that you trust me to explain everything in due course.
That's because we know what you're capable of. We appreciate you too, Nefer. You might have been forced to help in the beginning, but this time, it was your choice.
That's one way to put it. Another is this, that once a decision's been made, it's set in stone. After that, my only goal is to see it through.
I ain't gonna lie, I never feel like one of those ladies who just like got a real tough skin and like a really tough heart because like life, you know, been throwing its weight at her. I ain't gonna lie, she look like she need a kiss. That's what she need. Like she need like someone to like just like relieve her stress, if you know what I mean. Anyway.
All right. So here's how it is. I'm going to access Rerir's thoughts again using my confidential method. Now, I'm sure you've seen things like this before on your travels, so you're surely well aware of how dangerous it can be.
That's true.
The reason I've gathered you all here is to ensure my safety during the proceedings. I plan for us to enter the fragment of his consciousness together, and once inside, I will focus on searching for information. Think of this as a diving expedition into someone's brain. If I'm the diver, you are my safety equipment, tasked with keeping me alive while I'm under the surface. Once the ceremony begins, we will all be spying on privileged information. But in the interests of safety, you must remain absolutely silent at all times. We will discuss our observations after the ceremony has concluded.
Paimon, for the love of everything, keep your mouth shut. You sat there and didn't follow freaking Arlecchino's instruction the first time when she was like, bro, be quiet, don't say anything when you're in there. So hopefully you do not do it again. Also, is the Starwell story out right now? I'm pretty sure it is, right?
Lastly, any individuals of a weaker constitution are advised not to partake in the ceremony. In any case, Paimon has her own job to do, which requires staying in the room, but not joining the ceremony.
I guess I retract my statement about Paimon. Never conspicuously left out details of her confidential method. I guess her brain diving techniques are a trade secret?
Well, good luck, everyone. Sounds like all Paimon can do is cross her fingers and root for you guys.
There's a little more to it than that. I was being serious when I said you have a job to do. While the rest of us are inside Rarir's mind, it's imperative that we have a team member on the outside. In the event that something goes wrong, you will be our first responder. I don't anticipate any issues, but the extra level of safety will be greatly appreciated.
I second that. This is a dangerous operation here, and you're our whole rescue team. That's pretty much the most important job in the crew.
So, Paimon's like the lifeguard? Yeah, that makes sense. All right, got it.
Good. Please, take a seat. We'll get started momentarily.
Somebody gonna be sitting on the floor. Cause there ain't enough chairs in there.
Did Mr. Dainsliff tell you anything else?
He told me that he believes Rarir kept some big secrets in his life. He's not sure that they were the cause of his eventual downfall, but he's asked me to uncover what those secrets were all the same.
All right.
But surely you're not planning to go through with this, no matter the cost.
If you think that, you'd be overestimating me. I'm a businesswoman, not a mercenary. But I do have my own professional reasons for taking this job. You think I'd turn down the opportunity to get a first-hand glimpse into Conrian history? No chance.
Well, as long as you don't let morbid curiosity get in the way of safety concerns, we're good. We'll do whatever we can to help you.
You're such a killjoy.
She got incense, candles, almost with like a summoning ritual. I'll say this. If Genshin were to do another collab, a genuinely good collab, and not that BS they pulled with freaking Aloy, right? I feel like I would hope that they would get their act together the second time around and be like, okay, so how can we have a character from another game, another story that's not ours, enter into this game? How would they enter into the game? My first thought would be, oh, just have this character that's a collab character fall from the firmament up in the sky and crash land on Teyvat, because like that makes the most sense, right? Teyvat is, or just the planet itself is hidden away from the rest of the universe. So naturally, it's some voyager from beyond this world where they'll just like be like, oh man, I'm crash landing. I can't see where I'm crash landing at, but I know my ship is destroyed. Oh damn, I just fell through this thing. How'd I get here? Blah 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 blah. Seems like Nephra still has no intention of sharing her trade secrets, but now not exactly the moment to pry. see there's a chest on the table. Could that be something to do with her intelligence gathering method?
All right, I'm good to go.
All set over here too.
I'm ready as well.
Promise, Paimon, you'll be extra careful.
Pinky promise.
All right. Let your whole body relax. We're about to begin. Close your eyes.
If anybody watching the stream right now, make sure you hit the like button for your boy. Appreciate it. Thank you. Also, I gotta plug my laptop in before it doesn't die on me. Hold up. Give me a second. Ah.
Phew. Could this be his office? Pretty standard setup. Bookshelves, paperwork, files. According to Dainsliff, Rarier used to be an intelligence operative. Chances are there's plenty of top secret intel stashed away in this room. Is this where you keep your secrets, Rarier? Can't say I'm not looking forward to this. A file tucked inside a folder. The title reads, Dear Breakfast Shop Owner. It's a list of names. But at this stage, I have no idea who any of them even are. Wonder what kind of encryption technique this is. Seems like it has to be inserted into that camouflage device nearby. Aha! It's an audio recording.
Please, hear me out. I can't shake this feeling that someone's been spying on our house. No, I'm not being paranoid. It's true. I saw someone dressed in all black. It was a couple of days back, but that was on another street, not near my house. I swear, I know what I saw.
There's a note in the margin. Surveillance of the Runforther residence has concluded. We apprehended the target and filed the mission report last night. Could the voice in the recording belong to one of Rarier's targets?
I'm not gonna lie, knowing that they also had audio recording devices is also interesting. Cause we knew they had like advanced technology. I just didn't know to like, well, I guess we did know to what extent that was. Hold up. My bad. Okay, so I can't turn down the in-game volume, unfortunately. And they just keep cranking up the volume. Hold up. I should have fixed the freaking music volume before I got in here. There's gotta be the only way I'll be able to fix it is once I get into a dialogue scene that I can change that. But this don't lead nowhere. But yeah, I'm shocked to know that they have audio devices. Cause they had like advanced robotics, but I didn't think they had anything advanced beyond that. I thought they only built robotics and that was it. Okay, examine mirror. Let me look around real quick. All right, turn my thing back up.
Box containing a ring inlaid with a precious gem. Must be for his girlfriend.
Not gonna lie. Withering Waves wouldn't dare to make a character have a girlfriend, even if it was an NPC. I'm gonna be honest. Actually, that's not true. There's probably an NPC in Withering Waves that has a girlfriend, but not gonna lie, sound like their main player base would be upset about it.
Bookshelves full of documents. Looks like these are all files, packed with the personal details of individual Conrians. The Crimson Moon dynasty preceded the eclipse. Since Rarier worked as a secret agent during the latter, it stands to reason that he was tasked with purging remnants of the old dynasty. Yep, lines up exactly with what Dainsliff told me.
Out here murking off bloodlines. Some true villainous shit. Let me look around. Is there some more stuff around here? I think I got everything. But out there... Also, what is this flower? Oh, wait. Is this the flower from the nation's flower? I forgot what they called the nation's flower of Conria. The Intivat? That's what they called it, right? Isn't this the nation's flower?
He looks even gloomier than last time. I wonder what's changed.
Today's files are in. Time to wade through them, just like usual.
I'm not gonna lie, I like this little perspective change thing. I'm messing with it. Okay. How do I?
Male, 51. Occupation, cook. Confirmed Crimson Moon descendant. Has maintained frequent contact with other descendants over the past year. Poses a threat to the dynasty.
I believe so, but I don't remember the name of it.
Neutralized. This one should be archived under purged targets.
I ain't gonna lie, this feels kind of nasty. I ain't gonna lie. This is some really wicked work. You have to be someone of a strong heart to do a job like this.
Female, 23. Occupation, office clerk. Confirmed Crimson Moon descendant. Has maintained frequent contact with other descendants over the past year. Poses a threat to the dynasty.
She was only 23. Bro. It gets worse, bro. It gets worse.
Neutralized.
Also, I love the interactivity of this moment right here.
For purged targets. Sounds like she was that other man's daughter. Never mind. What's it got to do with me?
What's it got to do with me? Nigga, you put them in the dirt. What you talking about? What's it got to do with me? Look at that mirror in shame, Goofy. Oh my goodness. So what's it got to do with me? What you talking about?
Male, 40. Occupation, teacher. Confirmed Crimson Moon descendant. Has been observed making contact with other descendants during the past year. Poses a threat to the dynasty.
What's so crazy is I would not be shocked if the Crimson Moon dynasty didn't want to F with these niggas at all after like the regime changed. Right? They probably wouldn't even have like fought back. Like if like people didn't want to do this thing no more or follow this path anymore, then I'm led to believe that the Crimson Moon dynasty would have been like, okay, cool. What's up, Liddy? This first time being here? But like the fact that they just murked off the whole dynasty because they pose as a threat, not that they were actually a threat, is crazy.
Neutralized on. Just another nobody for the archive.
A nobody, he says.
Come to think of it, I remember surveilling this man. A case like his never would have been considered a priority in the past. Huh. He barely even interacted with other Crimson Moon descendants.
As was something sus happening? Okay, if you have any story spoilers to give, don't spoil it. Because I'm really enjoying this right now. Like, I would not be shocked if any of these Crimson Moon descendants were just like talking with each other because they're family members. And they're just like, yo, what's up? How you been? How you been these last couple years? Or these past couple days or this last week? Hopefully you've been doing well, this and the third. Imagine that's all they've been doing this entire time. And they just been murking them off just because they interact with each other. This is a child.
Female.
Oh, never mind.
16. Occupation, none. Orphan and confirmed Crimson Moon descendant. Has been observed making contact with other descendants during the past year. Poses a threat to the dynasty.
The girl was 16 and an orphan. I swear, it seems like the entire interactions between all these Crimson Moon descendants were purely family related. Yo, how you been? What's up, twin? I swear, it just feels like the Vinster King was just murking these niggas off for the hell of it. Not even for a valid reason.
Neutralized on...
This is some crazy work.
Filed. I have no recollection of this girl. None whatsoever. She doesn't seem to be anyone important, but then again, how many of them really are?
They had to be important for the Vincer King to tell you to mark these niggas off.
Female, 13.
They just keep getting younger.
None. Orphan and confirmed Crimson Moon descendant. Has been observed making contact with other descendants during the past year. Poses a threat to the dynasty.
And this is what happens when you have a monarchy, like, ruling or whatever, right? Anything they deem as a threat, they're gonna tell niggas to go murk them off because they pose as a threat versus actually being a genuine threat.
Neutralized.
Oh, man. The girl was 13. What would a 13-year-old child even do to y'all? Or to the Vinster King, rather.
Filed.
I'm not gonna lie. Again, this man... Let's say he successfully married Thelindis and had a child with her. There is no way in hell you're gonna look at that child in the eyes and not think of all the blood that's on your hand. The blood of children, elders, young adults, and so on. There is no way you can look at that child and think, oh, everything fine and dandy. I can smile looking at my child every day. I wouldn't. I would be looking at my child every day and just have this sad expression on my face, knowing I was murking niggas off with my own bare hands that was around the same age as her, if not younger than her.
Male, 11.
11?
Occupation, none.
Oh my
Orphan
God.
and confirmed Crimson Moon descendant. Has not been observed making any contact with other descendants during the past year. Poses a threat to the dynasty.
Wait, this one has not been observed at all interacting with other Crimson Moon Dynasty members. Yet he was posed as a threat by the Vinster King and was murked off. Are we freaking for real? And he was orphaned. Now you're body bagging orphans. This is what, the third orphan in a row? Talk about sliming children. Talk about F them kids. That's what this is. Oh my gosh. This is crazy. He was 11. What type of 11-year-old out here doing wicked work? The answer is none of them. Unless they raising that gang mentality, then that's a different story. But anyway, Genshin is a kid's game. Remember that. Yeah, exactly. Because people say, oh man, what a child game. In comparison to Wuthering Waves. Wuthering Waves is a game meant for adults. I look at them side-eyed. Oh, really? You think so?
Male. 6. Occupation, none. Orphan and confirmed Crimson Moon descendant. Poses a threat to the dynasty.
And I can hear his voice breaking with each and every one he's murking off. Or he's crossing off the list. Like, all these children are orphaned because y'all keep body bagging their parents. So now after you body bag the parents, now you're just chasing after the children now. The ones that they tried to save, to keep safe. I would be shocked if Arlecchino is on this list, but she was the only one not captured. Nigga was 6, twin. This moment is so good. I'm just so immersed in this moment. A kid that's 6 is supposed to be a threat to the dynasty? Like, bro, the kid is fucking 6. What threat would he have had? Arlecchino would have murked him for real. Arlecchino is a special case. Now seeing her little animated trailer when she came out, I'm not convinced that Arlecchino would have murked him off, because Arlecchino looked like she was just in her own little world, just like chilling, you know, messing around with spiders. She was one of them special children, right? That one of them special needs children. She needed love in her life. But it's like, brother, like what? The Vinster King truly must have been a madman. He truly got lost in the sauce to be murking off children of this dynasty on some real ish. And I will not be shocked if the Vinster King turns out to be an alternate version of Otto Apocalypse from Honkai Impact 3rd. Because Otto Apocalypse is the only nigga I know from Honkai Impact 3rd who would even do anything on this level of telling niggas to go murk off these children for his grand plan.
It's funny, isn't it? Your job is becoming both harder and easier at the same time, depending on how you look at it. Sooner or later, the Crimson Moon descendants will be completely wiped out. But as their numbers dwindle, they become harder and harder to track down.
That's not how it is.
Fortunately, however, most of the able-bodied adults have already been taken care of. The remaining weaklings will be increasingly easy to deal with.
No! No. My job is to ensure the survival of the Eclipse Dynasty. And the only way to do that is by eliminating any and all potential threats. It's a perfectly legitimate line of work. Every single one of my colleagues can attest to my fairness. And if my friends were aware of the facts, I know they'd back me up too. Assuming, of course, that they were aware of all the facts.
It sounds like the whispers of the abyss was getting to him. That's what that sounds like to me. Now, that could have been Vetiforner. Rear Loki hot for real. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Homeboy is a freaking 8-foot titan who takes cheeks without consent. And not only that, homeboy looks like a freaking love and deep space character as well. The females are loving it. Without a shadow of a doubt. They're gooning like crazy. Which, all the power to them. Kinda cool if my posters from the last MegaCon or I clean up a bit. LOL. Like, I would love to go to a con sometime in the future. Hopefully. Just to experience it.
Mr. Vetiforner, it's been quite some time since we last met.
Rerir, I trust you're here because you have something important to discuss.
Forgive me. I wasn't tuning out, it's just, I noticed you didn't even phrase that as a question. As if you knew I was coming. Tell me, does someone in your position ever feel the need to ask questions at all?
It is indeed within my power to foresee certain things. Things like your arrival.
I was just thinking. It won't be long before I'll be inviting both you and Dane to my wedding.
That isn't a lie, but nor is it a fact as such. It's a wish, isn't it?
No fooling a prophet, is there?
Ever since that day we met for drinks, I knew it was only a matter of time before you came looking for me.
Does it feel good? Knowing how the future will unfold.
I'm afraid the notions of good and bad fail to capture the complexity of what such a power entails. Once you've seen what will come to pass, it can be all too easy to succumb to fear and melancholy. Unless, of course, you learn to abandon these feelings. You fear my silence, and long to hear the words I left unspoken that day.
That's right.
You must have noticed my reluctance to broach the subject. And the reason is simple. Because the truth could never have lived up to your hopes. For both our sakes, such words are better left unsaid. The burden of prophecy was never meant for your shoulders.
So who exactly do you deem worthy to hear your prophecies? None but our exalted king?
Or rather, our king as he once was.
You're closer to his majesty than I am. You must know better than anyone how much he's changed.
You say that as though it is to my benefit. Yet precisely because of that, I dare not speak rashly. A king can turn out to be the most virtuous of rulers, or a tyrant more terrible than the most vicious of dragons.
You are so wise and far-sighted, yet still you would have me live in fear of the unknown?
You make a fair point. Especially given my silence alone was all it took to send you spiraling downwards. Very well then. Let me offer you some advice. And I say this not as a prophet or a visionary, but simply as the brother of your friend. For many reasons, there is very little chance of your marriage ending in happiness. If happiness is what you seek, you should find another fiancé.
Hold on. There's that same black fog again. Could this memory belong to Thelindis?
Is that Sunday's VA? It sounds like Sunday VA.
Tread carefully.
Which is even more surprising. So now I have to suspect.
To welcome our clients, of course.
I have to now suspect that Vedifenir looks like Sunday. Simply because he had the same voice. I now have to suspect that. And you know what's so crazy? If Sunday had the ability to perceive prophecies in the future and whatnot, I ain't gonna lie, I would have made him a direct connection to Vedifenir even earlier than my assumption of making him be like, oh, this nigga is the first stepping stone of the primordial one ascending to godhood and shit like that. Because I was on that spiel like crazy a year ago. Also, my food is about to be here. Hold up, I gotta text these niggas.
Don't trust your eyes uncritically. People only see what they want to. So don't be your own fool.
And do not take that left turn. Once that happens, make a U turn. Lead keypad is in the center of the okay, message sent. Hopefully they get that. Dag nabbit. They drove so fast that I didn't type my message fast enough. Motherfucker.
Why does
it's already too late.
Up on the counter to welcome our clients.
Oh, actually, let me
A kitty's gotta earn his kibble somehow.
If she takes the back gate, that back gate is even open, ain't this so much? Actually, this is actually a good spot to like hold off real quick, so I can go get my food, my money on my youngins. Give me a second. No way she got past that back gate. She got past the back gate. Oh, well, I gotta go get my food.
Don't trust your eyes uncritically. People only see what they want to. So don't be your own fool.
Okay, I'm back. Also, for anybody watching the show right now, make sure you hit the like button for your boy. The support is appreciated.
Emotions are like a raging torrent that surges through the mind. More often than not, if you try to hold them back, you'll be swept away by their unstoppable force.
All right.
And if you try to ignore them entirely, you'll end up tearing yourself to pieces.
Wait.
I ordered McDonald's.
Hear me out. This time we finally got a clear look at his face and learned his true identity. His name is Rayrir, and he claims to be one of the king's guards.
What did you say?
A cruel irony, isn't it? The man you're set to marry leads a double life as a brutal executioner.
Why are you telling me all of this now?
Simple. It's because I want you to kill him. You are the only person he would never suspect.
No, absolutely not. I would never dream of doing such a despicable thing.
So you'll just stand by and watch him slaughter us to the last. Do not forget that the blood of the Crimson Moon flows in your veins too.
The blood of the Crimson Moon? What does that matter now? The dynasty has long been dead and gone. You think that alone is reason enough for me to throw away everything I have?
So she knew that she was a part of this bloodline. She knew. And she completely abandoned it and hid away because it was so easy to do because she doesn't have the same eye color pattern. Unless homegirl is wearing eye contacts.
Why wouldn't it be? You two were once a child of the Crimson Moon, just like me. Don't tell me you've never felt so much as a flicker of fury for the way we were trampled into the dust.
As long as you promise to abandon this pipe dream of restoring your dynasty, I can try to persuade him. Or have him persuade the Vinster King.
I mean, homegirl trying to tell this nigga, oh, you gotta abandon that dream. Girl, you're telling this to a child who's seen other children around his same age as him be murked off just because they're a part of the Crimson Moon dynasty. You got off lucky to live to how old you are right now. You got lucky. The rest of these niggas, they didn't. You got 8-year-olds getting killed, girl. If this is not enough to let you spin back for your family, I don't know what is. You best and believe, I promise you this. If I knew I was tied to this family, right? Knowing my family members from my aunts, my nieces, my nephews getting spun the block on and murked off, I am not gonna sit here and just watch it happen. No. You better believe some devious action is gonna happen. Most definitely. We're gonna be moving out here like a mob. She's a barber, but her family has been removed from the main bloodline. Ooh, that's interesting.
Persuade the Vinster King? Do you even know why he's so obsessed with hunting us down? Why he keeps trying to force us to hand over our secrets over and over again? Or why we refuse to give up on restoring the dynasty?
Why? Tell me.
The Vinster King. A blind fool. His eyes clouded by powers from beyond this world. A petty little man with a miser's heart. And he dares to sit upon the throne? Mark my words. Sooner or later, Conria will fall. And it will be his doing. If you can't bring yourself to do it, so be it. Just you watch. It won't be long before calamity descends upon us all.
Orlog. I'm not gonna lie, I have the sneaking suspicion that Orlog is either the father or the ancestor of Arlecchino, because he has solid black hair and it looks somewhat similar to hers. Now I just need to know where the white hair come from.
The Rayrir of Solnari. That really is quite a secret you've been keeping from me, Rayrir. But who am I to talk? Am I really any better? I've kept my own past a secret this whole time too.
Man, a bunch of lies going around in this blood. in this relationship, damn.
Love should be built on honesty. But ours was born from lies. And yet, is it really so wrong to hide things that would only make life harder? If we don't cover up the parts that no one else should see, how can we go on pretending to be normal?
Valid question.
Vedifulnir must have known all this. And that's why he made his prophecy. In the end, nothing stays hidden forever. But I won't just sit by and watch this disaster unfold. I'll do everything in my power to protect what I cannot afford to lose, no matter who I have to face.
Stand on business. Man, I ain't gonna lie, I almost choked on this sandwich. But yo, I'm locked in like crazy. Like, from how Jesus and Tripwire were talking about Act 4, I was like, ooh, I'm expecting like a fall off in quality or whatever. Right? That's what my expectation was. But like, this shit been feeling good since jump. I ain't gonna hold you. My bad, I'm getting the rest of my food out. Not gonna lie, I might stream to 2 o'clock in the morning. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Just so I can get more of this story out. So I can just remember and fiend on it while I'm at work.
Sit up on the counter to welcome our clients, of course. A kitty's gotta earn his kibble somehow.
A kitty gotta earn his kibble somehow. Oh my goodness. Alright, let's get it to you.
Huh?
Whoa.
Was that Rerir who just walked past the window? Doesn't it give you the chills that he still takes the same road to work every day? As if nothing ever happened.
Those people at the deli.
Enough already. They're clearly pretty taken by their own disguises, so just smile and play along. Pull the rug from under beasts like that, and you'll risk having your throat torn out.
Deli? Oh. They're talking about those people from the opposition. Right. I'd almost forgotten they used to run a deli. People of no consequence always vanish so easily. And no one even remembers them.
He's sitting here saying that no one even remembers them, as he's the one who can't even remember these people that he's been murking off left and right. Is this not the biggest form of hypocrisy? Like, bro, look yourself in the mirror, twin. Everybody else around you can remember, like, bro, them people there that had this daily, they gone. This nigga take the same road here every day, passing by this place. This nigga is I swear, Rerir, he was one of those. He was one of those living demons walking on the street. That you knew that you just couldn't walk up to that nigga and think everything was gonna be sweet and dandy. God forbid you were part of this bloodline, cause whoo, one mess up, that nigga would put his whole hand through your chest. That's how crazy he was. Also, I love the whole windows closing shut. I didn't even know they even had windows that can close shut. That's interesting.
But surely you can see he's not the man he pretends to be. So many have died already, and they say that the king's madness grows with each passing day. We're not going to survive this, are we? But why does it have to be this way? Do we really deserve to die just because of the blood that runs through our veins?
Solid pink hair. Okay.
Glyndis, are you even listening?
Look, she don't even have the pure crimson eyes either. Her eyes got like this pink like color to them, but she doesn't even have the crimson, the X's in her eyes. They're just going after anybody tied to the bloodline. It don't even matter if you even have blatant the blatant visual appearance of the X's in your eyes. They don't care.
Sorry, Freether. My mind was off wandering. I heard you, though. You're talking about what Rerir said. He's just following the king's orders. He's a secret agent, and it's his job to hunt down rebels and dissidents.
By the time you first met him, he'd already taken lives. Maybe he was using you from the very beginning.
No. Rerir has no idea I have anything to do with the Crimson Moon. My family are only distant relatives of the main lineage, and besides, my eyes are perfectly ordinary.
Do you think that matters? Watch this girl get killed off just because she was a part of it.
Truth be told, apart from my teacher, pretty much no one knows I have any connection to any of it. It's been a long time since my family severed ties.
But as Orlog said, who could possibly talk sense into that raving lunatic of a king? No one.
I'll work something out. Trust me, I'm with you all. But for now, you need to keep yourselves hidden. Don't let anyone find you, anyone at all. Don't forget that Rerir is an Eclipse operative. You need to be extra careful when he's around. And when I am too. For now, don't come looking for me. And if anything happens to me, just act like we've never met.
If even you can't escape this, what hope do the rest of us have? But after all this time together, surely he wouldn't lay a hand on you.
That nigga has drilled it into his brain to murk off Crimson Moon. If you don't think this nigga will act on instinct to grab her by the neck and be like, Crimson Moon, I have to execute you. I'm gonna cry tears about it, but I gotta do my job, twin. Sorry, baby. The cheeks, they were great, I won't lie. The watermelons, they too, immaculate. But unfortunately for you, I got a job to do.
I won't speak in his defense, nor can I give you a clear answer to that question. But I'll do everything I can to put an end to this. Here, hold on to this. If an opportunity to escape presents itself, take it. You'll be glad you took some spare change.
You called that change? But what about you?
I've got a job, and there's still money coming in. But you can't go anywhere right now. Please think about yourself for once.
This story is so sad. And it's like, I need to know, who was it that escaped that eventually gave birth to Arlecchino or gave birth to the descendants? No, because the people who are pure-blooded Conrians would be cursed with immortality. So whoever did survive, any of these children rather, who did survive, they would be cursed with immortality. Now, it's kind of hard to tell you whether or not if they would still age up as they're cursed with immortality. But it's like, who survived? I need to know who Arlecchino daddy is, or her or mother. I need to know. Go to the training room. There's a training room? Okay, the training room is this way.
Another day, another round of assassination training. Training ground is just beyond this hidden passageway.
When you kill a person, doesn't it bother you when you end up covered in their blood?
Why would it? Aren't we all just walking blood bags?
But not everyone is accustomed to hunting down others like prey. You've been a hunter for so long now, you seem to have forgotten that most people don't just go around killing one another.
Leave me alone.
This man lost his humanity in the process of all this. He didn't have the heart for this type of job, but he kept doing it anyway. Give me a moment. And now, he's losing his humanity as days pass of him doing this, or years pass of him doing this job. And then whatever this is whispering in his ear, which I think may be the Abyss. Bro, what type of training room is telling you to freaking have hordes of them around you? Like, unless you're doing AoE attack damage. Also, I love the architecture of Conria. It's always been something that I just loved every time I see it. It just really shows what these niggas' lives were like. And I wouldn't be surprised if Inkonomina was a part. No, Inkonomina was told to us as being a civilization that existed way before Conria did.
People
So never
only
mind.
see what they want to. So don't be your own fool.
Make sure you have a firm grip on the handle, then choose your angle well. Keep your movements light and brisk, and the prey won't sense a thing.
I doubt that. I'll bet no one's ever died a quiet death at your hands.
I work clean. No traces.
That doesn't make it open or sword, though. The king just happens to be right now. Where somebody doesn't.
That won't happen.
He's changed. Ever since he fell into the spell of that power. In the beginning, he only had to take out a handful of the guilty. But now...
The ones I've dealt with have always been guilty. And I've carried out my work flawlessly.
So the Visor King, he got a taste of this power, and it really corrupted him. It has to be the Abyss.
Can't hide the truth.
You know why Felinda didn't accept your proposal, don't you? Was it because she didn't trust you? Or something else?
No! Oh my god. All these children dead. Wait, is that? No, that can't be Orlog. That can't be Orlog. Every last child he put into a blender.
Felindis, do you still remember Orlog?
Orlog?
The boy who was pretending to sell flowers. You spoke for quite a while, didn't you?
Yes, we did. What about him?
He was arrested 2 days ago. Chances are he's already dead.
He...
I just don't get it! After everything he's done, why do you still stand by him?
Cause that's her man's. She loved that man. That's why. That's what love does to a person. They love him so much that they can't walk away. I've seen it happen. In real life, I've seen it. Anakin Skywalker wanna be. Oh my goodness, I didn't even think about that. Now that you sit here and say it, it matches. Oh my goodness. Little girl, you die regardless of your partner. And Assie, that's that blood. Man, you still died.
Or does it mean nothing to you that people keep dying?
No, that's not... Just hear me out.
There is nothing to hear out, twin. Your man's is out here murking off your family, and you keep defending this man. There is nothing to talk about.
I need to go now, Felindis. They're looking for us. You take care too.
That child not gonna make it.
If you ever need a place to hide, come find us.
There's just a rack. I can tell there's nothing but children left of this bloodline, and they're hiding the best they can before that man finds them. The Ravager of the Moon, he just hunt down anything that's crimson. He hunts it like a dog. The next memory is gonna be nothing but we killed off the entirety of what remains of the Crimson Moon. Watch. I can already feel it. That girl
Author
gone.
Fernandez. Over the course of this week, the research object was subjected to interference for a total of 47 hours for experimental purposes. The results are as follows.
Okay, so this must be the moon marrow thing.
All subjects of observation that were sent inside have now... The situation within is proving more problematic than anticipated. No progress whatsoever. What now? Won't you give me even a glimmer of hope? Things are getting worse by the day. I have to find a way or we'll all be in danger. But I...
Make sure you hit that like button. Help your boy out. Appreciate it.
If all this research comes to nothing, what then? Sooner or later, it'll be my neck on the line. But could he really bring himself to kill me?
I wouldn't be. I said it earlier. He more than likely would. We saw what Anakin did to Padme. So clear as day, he wouldn't hesitate to do it to you. Also, yeah, her being a part of the Crimson Moon bloodline and also is researching and experimenting on the moon marrow, which I think is what she's referring to right now, it would look really bad for her. Because once that happens, they're going to immediately be like, see, we told you, see, all of you, look, the freaking Crimson Moon dynasty is trying to seize power. Murk that nigga now. I got the rope right here. That's exactly what's going to happen. I promise you.
No. Surely he wouldn't have the heart.
He wouldn't have the heart, yet he's killed children. Ma'am, you don't know your husband. Or your lover, rather. You don't know that man. That man is a demon. Uncle Ruckus gay. Exactly. Oh, wow. Oh, it's getting twisted in here.
Why won't you just let us go? We don't even know each other. All we want is to live ordinary, peaceful lives.
You want to live?
Oh, man.
Yes. I just want to go on living. Is that really such an unforgivable crime?
You want to go on living. I want to keep living too. To keep living forever. That's why I have no choice but to continue on the path I'm on. If only some savior would suddenly swoop down and change the way the world is. Too bad that's not going to happen.
This must have been around the time when Aether and Lumine, or more accurately, Lumine may have been summoned to Conria right after he murked off the rest of the Crimson Moon dynasty. I'm not gonna lie. That's what it's starting to feel like right now.
Imagine that. If there really were such a person, you and I wouldn't be standing here like this, would we?
Yep. My thought process is already going in the correct line of thought. It's already going there. I already see it. I feel it.
So these files are in. Time to wade through them just like usual. No, I don't get tired of it. It's my job. And not only am I lucky to have it, I'm good at it too. Wait. That's...
Candace?
Oh, he crashing out.
No. No! Why? But you bear no mark of the Crimson Moon. How could you possibly have anything to do with them? It cannot be. A diluted bloodline. Carefully concealed. I see it now. You've been living in the shadows just like me. What a fool I've been. Numbing myself with talk of justice. Even imagining my friends would back me up. But in the end, Irminsul. Finster King! How far are you going to take this? From the direct bloodline to secondary offshoots? And then what? Today it's the descendants of the Crimson Moon. Who will it be tomorrow? Will you not rest until everyone down here is dead? No. This cannot go on. This is where it ends.
Oh. So it ends when your girlfriend is on the list, not what them other children you killed. Okay, twin. Like, what? Oh, so you have an issue with it when your girlfriend is involved, but you don't have an issue with it when children are dying. Oh, if the planet blows up with my girlfriend on it, I'm not gonna have an issue with it. But if this random dude comes and try to kill my girlfriend, then I'm gonna have an issue with it. Nigga, what? Both is an issue. Revere Skywalker killing Crimson younglings who the killed on that list. Linda's. I'm not. But I forgot how to pronounce Padme's last name. Anyway, we got a Mercury girlfriend. He did the Arthur pose. The Arthur pose. I may not have noticed it. Look at it. It's all dark in here. The freaking windows are closed. Man, this is crazy.
You're really letting me go?
I am. As long as you can guarantee that no one will find you.
Don't worry, I'll be extra careful. No one will know I was here. But what about you?
Me?
If you let me go, you won't be able to complete your mission, will you?
Look at this. This poor child is sitting here concerned about this nigga getting his job done, which would result in her dying. Because she knows that the Venser King is a madman. So she kind of understands. Oh, hold up. There we go. She kind of understands his position that he in. But at the same time, she cares about this nigga's well-being. Like, rear. Did you decide to have this realization when your girlfriend got put on the list to get murked off next? It wasn't all them children you killed beforehand, or them young adults, or them older people. Like, bro, oh my goodness. Your morals ain't mathin', twin. He did tell her that. She made him feel like he's not completely empty. She's the only one who stirs his heart. He cares so fiercely for her. That's fine. He can have that. Still, I'm still gonna put this nigga head on the chopping block. This is crazy work.
Good point. In that case, maybe you should stay.
No, please. I just want to see the outside world again. To
go on living?
Yes. I know you're a man of your word. So please, just let me go.
If I let you leave, what will become of me? Just kidding. Go, now. But remember, don't let anyone know you were caught. We'll be seeing each other again very soon if you do.
AKA, he promises to put you in the dirt, little girl, if he sees you again. Isn't that a crazy thing to tell to a child? So crazy. I couldn't imagine telling that to a child. That next time I see you, I'm putting you in the dirt. Because it's my job.
Even shadows in the dark must live by a code. But you can't save everyone.
I bet she still died regardless.
You've been whispering in my ear for days now, Vedafilnir. What are you trying to do? Break me down?
I only say this because
oh, it's
you
Vedafilnir.
for an answer to your problems. Let her go, Rerir, or you risk losing everything.
I will not abandon Thelindis.
Then you'll need a little more vigilance and a lot more power. The world is changing, Rerir. Keep your eyes peeled for your moment of opportunity.
That voice used to be so unclear. But now I know exactly whose it is. It's Vedafilnir. He won't tell me how to actually resolve any of this, but he keeps trying to manipulate me like a puppet. What's his game here? Tell me then. What will this moment of opportunity look like? And no answer. He's like a ghost. Always disturbing me when I'm on edge, but never answering when I need him most.
So, the Eclipse Dynasty was purging, well, massacring the descendants of the Crimson Moon. And it seems like it was all connected to the Vinster King's research.
Imagine the Vinster King has been taking these corpses of these children and the rest of the Crimson Moon Dynasty bloodline and just has been using it for alchemy. To be like, okay, I need this for this alchemical process. I need this crimson blood. This moon-blessed blood is the only way I can achieve this power I seek, face ass. I swear, this nigga is going to be a version of Auto Apocalypse, and we probably going to see the Vinster King at the end of Genshin's story, being like, I finally achieved this otherworldly power, face ass.
The king's obsession with abyssal power left the future of Conria hanging in the balance. No wonder every aspect of Rerir's life was so unstable. And it looks like this Thelindis, Rerir's would-be fiancée, herself belonged to a sub-branch of the Crimson Moon Dynasty's descendants. It almost defies belief that a couple like them could hide the truth from each other for so long. If the Vinster King hadn't intervened in such a drastic way, they might have gone on deceiving each other for the rest of their lives. And why does Vedafilnir, Dainslif's older brother, keep talking in Rerir's head? This guy kept more secrets than I ever imagined. The human mind is like a vast desert of shifting sands. When you follow the flow of someone's memories, you only ever see the parts they're willing to let surface. Time for something a bit more creative.
Alright, what's the deal?
We've been inside Rerir's mind this whole time, building up a picture of his psyche. There's already enough clues on the board to start reading between the lines and mapping out the rest.
Oh boy.
Now, we can finally begin to put the pieces together. Sure, it'll only be a reconstruction, part simulation, part reasoning, but it's usually pretty accurate. Once we've built up a cognitive profile, we just need to cross-check the logic behind his actions. And then we'll be able to take a sneak peek at whatever it is that Rerir has really been hiding.
Ooh, I swear, this thing better blow my mind. It better blow my mind. I'm going to keep playing till 2 o'clock in the morning. I am. Yes, I am. This better blow my freaking mind. I need more juicy information. NODKRAI has been nothing but juicy. Ah! Excuse my behavior. I'm just acting like a crazy person right now. But I just really need this lore. It's so juicy. It's so immaculate. What's that? A chess piece.
Rerir, are you there?
Okay, move pieces, action points. When all your actions are used up, your return to the previous area is saved. When a piece moves to a square with this marking, you'll gain corresponding number of action points. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Who is... Okay, so whoever this chess piece is that I'm playing, it has to be Rerir, because it's got a moon symbol on it. And is Rerear depicted as a dog chasing the moon or some wolf? I can't tell what's on that chess piece. This arc is long. Hello, we're lore. Horrors here. No shame. You play the wolf, a wolf. Like, I know I won't be able to get it done tonight, obviously, right? But I just need to get enough of it just to soak it in. Ah! I died. I should have been paying attention to my movement. Hold up. Okay. There we go.
Hey, Rerear! Come out, it's urgent.
Dane?
Oh.
What's wrong?
Quick, come with me. I'll explain everything once we've met up with the others.
Okay. I'll come. But the Lindis is still over at the Universitas. I'll need to leave her a note.
Actually, I like the fact that they're using chess pieces to show off and show us this story right here. I really do like that. It makes the stage feel bigger, right?
All right then, but make it quick.
I've never seen Dane so worked up before. Whatever this is, it must be big trouble.
This is good. Oh my, I'm loving this. Hold up. This storytelling going stupid right now. Chess piece storytelling looking real immaculate right now. Okay, make sure to use the square pieces. It does not consume action points. No, go back. Ain't this a bitch? Alright, let's try that again. No, I tried to jump. There we go. Aha. There we go. Okay.
Well, this is a nice change, meeting you all at this hour. When men and women of ambition can speak face to face in broad daylight, I say that's a big step forward for our dear Conria.
So this is Rhindaughter and, of course, Sir Elegy, obviously, right?
Don't be ridiculous. We do not fear the day. Why would we seek refuge in the night?
You might ask your blade that same question. I'm told it prefers the cover of darkness. The word on the street is that Sir Elegy only strikes when he has an unfair advantage. But that is patently false. I see you're missing an arm and a leg. Surely only a fair fight could explain that.
If this is your way of offering me replacement limbs, believe me, I'll take them.
Oh, we can certainly discuss that. With bioalchemy, anything is possible. Assuming I have your full support in my research.
Lunatic. Roptatir, what brings you here?
I'm not gonna lie. I'm envisioning how their bodies look like when they're having this conversation. This nigga Rerear with one arm, one leg, just being held up by his sword as a prop. And he just talking crazy, but lunatic. Like, bro, nigga, you're missing arms and legs. You're the last person to be calling anybody a lunatic.
Why, Dainsleif, of course. He invited me.
Horoptatir.
Please, cast aside your apprehensions, Miss Rhindaughter. Whatever the rumors may say, I am but a humble servant of the king, and I can assure you he affords me no greater convenience than he does you.
Well, the Universitas Magistrorum won't stop fawning over you. So at least some of the rumors must be true. You're clearly doing well for yourself, so drop the humble servant act. It endears you to no one. You're president of the Universitas Magistrorum, the chief royal mage known as the Wise by royal appointment, and by far the most favored among the 4 pillars of Conria. Vice President Veit doesn't even try to hide his envy when he sees you.
My success is the product of hard work and good luck. It's as simple as that. Were the king not such an extremist, I hardly think I would have received a senior post at my age.
I'm trying to envision how his body would look like. Because if we meet him, honestly, if we meet this nigga Horoptatir in the future, I want him to be dressed like a real mage. I'm talking like the whole cloak covering the face, long wizard-like staff, looking a little rugged, looking a little nasty, looking like a lich or whatever freak they call a warlock or whatever the crap they call him. That's what I want for Horoptatir in terms of his physical design.
Of course, no job is without its gripes. Serving a king like ours can be a challenging task, as I'm sure you can imagine. And as for Eftervit, in missing out on the presidency, he's dodged a mountain of stress. Like everything else in life, it comes with pros and cons.
You're all here. I apologize for the short notice, but it was an emergency.
You must be Rerir.
Mr. Sertologi. Yes, I handled your case file during your sentencing. Nothing personal, of course. I'm pleasantly surprised that you remember me.
You're clearly a person of substance if you've been invited here. But Dainsleif, you'd better have a very good reason for convening this little gathering.
It's my brother, Vedafenir. After he spoke at the court this morning, the king was so infuriated by his words that he had him blinded in both eyes and thrown in prison.
Vedafenir in prison? Strange. I thought the king trusted him and Horoptatir more than anyone else in the world.
Gotta head out, gang. Gotta sleep, y'all. Good night, y'all, and have the rest. Oh, good night. Have a good night's sleep.
Does this mean the king's circle of trust just got even smaller?
It has nothing to do with trust. It's about what the king wants, which is as clear as day to anyone paying attention. I simply appease him, because it's in the best interests of the Universitas Magistrorum.
And also because you're slimy. Vedafenir, perhaps less so. But still, a visionless visionary? It rather inclines me to think that qualifications are not what get you ahead in Conria.
Do you honestly think this is an important discussion to be having right now?
Yes, twin. Also, I just realized the person who works as like vice president to Horoptatir is the person they're referring to, not what's his face? Nigga from the Fatui, the jester. Is that not the jester that they're referring to, but they're using his actual real name? Because we know the jester was also did know about like what was going on with the Venster King, that even he protested against it, right? Someone correct me if I'm wrong about that.
Dane, what are you planning to do?
Rescue Vedafenir, I assume.
Correct. It will mean storming the palace by force. Tonight. I need all of you on my side.
That's far too dangerous. And don't forget, Dainsleif, you're captain of the Royal Guard. You swore an oath to the throne.
You've been planning this for a while, haven't you?
I have no desire to commit treason. But whatever critique the king may have of Vedafenir, disfiguring your most loyal subject for putting the best interests of his court and nation first, this is not the conduct of a wise ruler. My blade will force the king to see the error of his ways.
So, Vedafenir's prophecy enraged the king. I'm sure it wasn't what he wanted to hear, but if he won't take counsel even from the visionary, that is deeply troubling news. The extent of His Majesty's madness is now all too clear. The question is, how does a man like me get out of this situation unscathed? You have noble ambitions, Dane, but I'm afraid they don't do much for a guy like me. I'm not interested in saving the world. All I want is a letter of pardon.
A letter of pardon? For whom? Thelindis? The chances of the Venster King issuing a pardon for anyone connected to the Crimson Moon seem vanishingly slim. This black fog over the board must have some connection to Thelindis. But why is it taking this form? Does it have something to do with Rarir's past?
Oh, man.
Another mystery I'll need to unravel.
Also, I just realized, it's kind of crazy. We haven't had any, like, animated cutscenes at all for a while right now. And I'm fine with that, because this has been enjoyable. Okay, hold up. Let's see. Try this instead. Nope, that's not giving me what I want. Okay, I gotta think about it. Okay, let's go back to the original pathway again. I can't jump to that path that I want to jump towards. I can't even jump to the side. Maybe there is a way for me to jump to the side, but I just haven't figured it out. Fight one in front to get a jump point? Oh, I didn't know it worked like that. Okay. Oh, okay. Thank you, Jesus. Appreciate it. Thank you. Now, let's see. Holy moly.
Author Thelindis. Over the course of this week, the research object was subjected to interference for a total of 60 hours for experimental purposes. The results are as follows. Research dating back to the Crimson Moon Dynasty has established 2 points regarding moon marrow. Firstly, its origins have something to do with a god's power. Secondly, it serves as a portal to an as-yet indeterminate location. Moon marrow can thus be defined as a spatial gateway. However, there are a number of hurdles to overcome before we can answer the question of where it leads to. To start with, opening the gateway requires a specific power source, which the relevant literature indicates. An enormous amount of power is then required to keep the gate open. Currently, the total power output of our instruments remains in the single digits. To make matters worse, I am now the only staff member remaining in the Moon Marrow lab. The Universitas Magistrorum recently decided to move most of its personnel into abyssal energy research, which has stymied all Crimson Moon-related projects.
Okay. Interesting.
This is not a wise move. I have always maintained that placing all our hopes in a single source of power is risky, especially one as poorly understood as this, as well as making ourselves overly reliant on a single resource. we are neglecting other promising technologies. I apologize if this comes across as disrespectful. But as a Moon Marrow researcher, I desperately want to see the world beyond the gateway. If we really made it there one day, what would we find? And how would we go about taming the unknown? My imagination is endlessly fueled by questions such as these. This is for you. I heard you're gonna leave the city with your parents.
Delindis, did you hear about what happened?
I've heard nothing. Rerir got back very late last Friday, and he was acting a little unusual, but he slept pretty well, so I'm guessing whatever he did was a good deed.
Okay, hold on. Already, something very interesting just happened. They referred to one of their days of the week as Friday. Throughout this entire game, there has never been a mention about a weekday by name. We never heard about a Monday. We never heard about a Tuesday, a Wednesday, Thursday, or a Friday. This is the first time we are hearing about a Friday, a day of the week. Why is this one of the most interesting things I'm realizing right now? So the people of Conria clearly had a day of the week schedule that they made for themselves. Because of either one, they made it themselves, or two, they peered beyond their world and saw that other worlds out there across the stars had weekdays as well, and they were like, let's copy that. This is so juicy. Oh my goodness. Just these niggas talking is enough to make me gasm.
You never saw him, and I don't know what he did. And this conversation never happened. You understand?
What if he finds out that you pried into his secrets?
Don't be silly. I don't know what secrets he does or doesn't have. All I know is he's just a normal guy who happens to run some errands for the king.
Are you scared of him?
I don't know.
Let me read. Nah, they met a person named Sunday and decided to name other days. Could you imagine? Which I'm still running on the idea that potentially the Genshin Impact world is tied to the Honkai Star Rail universe. It's just a hidden away planet far in the depths of space.
The Rerir I know doesn't match the person you all describe. Logically, I should be scared of him. And yet, I don't want to lose him. But enough about that. You should get going, and be careful with the package I gave you. Keep it secret. Keep it safe.
What's in it?
A piece of the moon. All you need to know is that as long as you keep it safe, then in the future, everyone will be able to see a red moon.
A red moon? You mean our moon?
That's right. Our moon. Promise me you'll look after it.
I promise, Delindis.
The Crimson Moon bloodline will never die out. Its light, the color of blood, will become like a fire that flows in our veins, no matter how long it takes.
And thank goodness Arlecchino exists. Because they clearly survived. I wonder, was this the part that Tripwire was annoyed about? Because he was saying something about like some method of storytelling. I'm pretty sure it was something that annoyed him or whatever that he didn't really like. And I feel like this may have been the part. Also, those cubes look very interesting. Those are like abyssal cubes, no? Okay. Again, I'm still shocked by this whole Friday mention. A weekday being mentioned is still crazy to me. No, go back, dum-dum. There we go. There's two part. This one and one later as well. Both of them are long, but it's most likely this one. I'm not gonna lie. Hey, I am just enjoying this. Like this whole section of the whole like chess piece thing. Like I can see why it potentially like why he found it annoying, but for me, I'm just really just enjoying the fuck out of it. Oh, this is a bad spot. Okay, let's go this way. Okay. 3 spaces forward is not enough to save my ass. Okay, I know what I gotta do now. Start from this checking point, move forward. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's not good either. Okay, let's backtrack. Come on, I moved forward. I gotta get over there. So I feel like I gotta back pace all the way back. You bitch. Come on! Three spaces ain't enough for me to get over there. Oh man. I am really stuck in a rock between a hard place right now. Because by the time I reach, because over here in this corner, by the time I reach 3 spaces, I've already wasted up 3 points and I can't even destroy that bastard. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, never mind. Found out my logic. I found it. I found my path. I know what I'm doing now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Crap.
Hurry, everyone, and stick to the plan.
Sir Dainsleif, what are you? Is this treason?
I'm not gonna lie. Now that we get like a visual representation of how this went down and how essentially the 5 sinners betrayed him, it makes his crash out more justified. Which is why that video made by the Nigerian perspective will be slapped to the floor like crazy once potentially I get past this part.
You know what happens to those who betray the throne. Please, don't do this!
It is the king himself who has betrayed the throne. He has betrayed all of Conria.
If you have any love left for justice in your heart, you should join me.
It's showtime. Dane and his group will handle the troops in the palace. Then Hraptatir and Rhine Daughter will disarm the security measures. My job is to enter the prison and rescue Vedifalnir. Stay safe. Wish me luck.
Look after my brother. Draw your blade. It is time for justice to prevail.
Okay, Dainsleif and Sir Tology did a 2-man mission with this man more than likely only having 1 arm and 1 leg to fight. I'm loving these set pieces. Oh my goodness. Who knows? I might push it a little further. Might go to 2:30 in the morning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 4, 5. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on, I said 5. Come on. Okay. I'll take that in consideration now. One, 2, 3, 4. Let's count it again. 1. Okay, so let's be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, that's gonna be a problem. One, 2. Okay, that's not it. Oh, there you go, in the corner.
This place is filthy. And the smell is abominable. Clearly, the king doesn't allow his prisoners a single shred of dignity. This is dire. Found you. Hello, Mr. Vedifalnir.
Ah, it's you.
Surprised? Oh, wait. I guess surprise isn't an emotion that prophets feel very often.
I certainly felt some surprise in the moment when I was blinded. Surprise at the king's sheer ignorance. Surprise at just how unfairly this world responds to words of earnest remonstration.
I'm curious. What did you prophesize this time?
It wasn't a prophecy. It was a word of warning. Someone had to say it.
Oh my goodness. They depicted him as a snake. And he's wrapped around something, or he's being stabbed by something. Okay, so is he supposed to be representing the snake from the battle pass? Because that's what this feels like. Because the snake from the battle pass had 2 different eye colors. And I would be shocked if this freaking snake has another eye color that's completely different.
The king has forsaken all reason in pursuit of his obsessions. I simply told him that if he continues on this path, Conria will surely fall.
Okay, I was wrong about it having another eye color, but it is what it is.
But he didn't listen. Worse still, he stabbed you in both eyes and locked you away. Dane asked for my help. The court is in complete chaos now, but I'm sure you predicted that.
Everything is transpiring as I foresaw. Yet I am powerless to change it. Fate is an immutable force. I can but lament as the inevitable unfolds. I do wonder whether giving a man the power to see the future is nothing more for him than slowly crush his spirits.
Forgive my curtness, Vedifalnir, but the king did not suddenly turn on you today. His suspicions have been brewing for a long time. You can't have wisdom beyond the reach of your fellow man without attracting his fear and suspicion. There are things the king does not want to see. So, he doesn't want you having visions of them either. He blinded you because he thought this would make the visions stop.
He wasn't entirely wrong. I did indeed lose my power to see the future. right up until...
Until what?
Just now. I believe I saw something new.
Well, tonight could go a lot of different ways. 5 of us banded together to storm the palace, also we could rescue you. This will go down as the most tumultuous day in Conrian history.
I sense hatred in you, but also hope. A desperate hope that with the tyrant deposed, that will be the end of the story. But this is not the end. It is the beginning of a new chapter, in a whole new story. There are many men of honor and courage in this world, Rerir. But you are not one of them. You're not here for justice, are you? You're here for yourself. Is that a dagger? Interesting. Why not the polearm? It was always your weapon of choice.
Interesting.
With your abilities, I don't doubt that you were able to recover some of your sight. But I also doubt that you want to make an enemy of me right now.
Of course not. We're on the same side, aren't we?
We could be. But I need you to be honest with me, Vedafalnir. At this point, you're my only hope for the future.
You mean your future? With your beloved, Thelindis?
Thelindis.
Yes. And I know there are bigger things at stake here. A dynasty, a nation, maybe the entire world. But forgive me, I care first and foremost about myself. I can't abandon the one I love to save myself. I just can't do it. But you see a broader picture of the future than I. You see the solutions to the biggest problems of our age. So tell me, what is my solution? What's the answer?
He told you the answer already, but you didn't want to accept his answer.
In matters of fate, answers are either right or wrong. What will be and what will not. Maybe you are willing to pay a certain price in the pursuit of happiness, but unfortunately, fate does not negotiate. That is the cruelest thing about fate. It is unmoved by your sacrifices.
That can't be true. I know it's your voice that I keep hearing in my head, urging me to see how the world is changing, to seek more power, so I can protect the things I love.
I bet Homeboy is about to say, yo, I haven't been talking to you at all, twin.
You show me disaster, but you won't show me how to avoid it? Why? Why are you doing all this?
My voice. In your head.
Oh my god.
So, you hear it too? The voice that steals your mind, gains your trust, and drives you crazy. It turns out that we are not so different, you and I.
Vedafalnir just broke into the strangest smile I've ever seen in my life, as if he'd discovered some monumental secret. But then he suddenly switched to looking extremely weary.
Very well then. My advice to you is as follows. You must persevere. Whatever trials and tribulations you may face, be steadfast in the belief that they are your path to the future. For as long as you live, your story with Thelindis shall not come to an end. That is the only chance you have of fighting back against fate. It is up to you whether you believe my words. Regardless, that is all I will say on the matter. I have no right to intervene any further.
I will hold you to your word.
I am so glad to know that those whispers were the Abyss, because I was sitting here banking it that it was the Abyss whispering to him in his ears, because we know the Abyss can mimic voices and shit like that, right? But like, it kept feeling like it probably was Vedafalnir talking the entire time. But I'm glad that it was the Abyss, because it just falls in line with the stuff that Dainsleif said about how the Abyss whispered and goaded and tempted them to obtain this world-shattering power.
Thank you for setting me free. In return, I will tell you one more thing that you cannot afford to ignore.
Just then, a strange wave of energy rippled through the city. We had no idea what it could mean.
If I were you, I would head to the Universitas Magistrorum.
The Universitas? Oh no!
That man booked it.
I'm sure we'll be seeing each other again very soon, Rerir.
Whatever Vedifalnir said, I didn't catch it. I didn't even help him out of the prison. There was no time to lose.
That man booked it like crazy. Cutscene time? Awesome. Oh, come on. Give me something crazy. I need to geek out about something before I go to bed tonight. Because this has been immaculate. Oh my goodness, I ain't gonna lie. If I started this stream earlier, I would have did a 4-hour stream. Blatantly, I would have. I wonder how much more time I got left on this entire quest. Someone got to give me a percentage of like infractions. How far I'm into this quest I am. Am I like 1/3, 2/3? Or like crank that number up to like 2/5 if you got to. It's so crazy that they built their nation and whatnot, but it still looks like their nation was in ruins all the time. Almost halfway? Awesome. I've been doing a great job then.
Monsters? Is this Rhindaughter's doing? Or the Universitas Magistrorum?
Out of my way!
Headbutt! Go as one! Yeah.
The Universitas. That reminds me of a rumor I once heard. Allegedly, the king installed secret mechanisms in the palace and around the city. No one knows where they are or what kind of power they hold. But if they were ever going to activate, it would probably be on a night like tonight.
Help! Help! Hold on! Don't let them anywhere near you! Save me! I can't! Ah!
That sounded like an explosion. So, the rumor is true? The king really went through with it? What other means does the king have at his disposal? They must run on power from the Abyss. And given it's a major center of Abyss research, anyone over at the Universitas will be in grave danger. I have to hurry!
I will say this man was a devoted man. He was committed to his love. I'll say that. So ladies, we gotta give him a 10 out of 10 point in being loyal. This man was never gonna cheat on his wife no matter what. This nigga would rather die. Okay, so now we get to see the Abyss monsters attack. So this is what happened. Okay, so whatever is happening right now, the king must have had initiated something that sparked abyssal monsters to come forth. Right? Because isn't this when the Conria should be falling? We should be at the 500-year mark right on the dot of the Abyss. Look at it. There you go right there. The Abyss. It's leaking up. So we should be in the moment right before the Archons were called forth to Conria to subdue the Abyss. Right? We should be right before that moment.
Everyone hold hands. Strike a pose. Yeah. Heads up. Charge. Headbutt. Let the world come alive. Wait. Hear me. Charge. Yeah. Kapow. Ultimate flying kick.
The deception ends here.
Let's see what you're made of. Hey! Make yourselves at home. Shower me with the boots. Yeah. It's justice o'clock. Yeah. Boots. Hey! Let my name echo in song! Yoo-hoo! Ha! Headbutt! Kapow! Ultimate flying kick!
Seek within.
Blood debt collector.
Everyone
Regicide's blood money.
The Temple of Wisdom. Shower me with headbutt. Yeah. Charge. Go as one. Ha. What? Hi. Ha.
No more lies.
Headbutt! Yoo-hoo! Time to shine! Wait, hear me.
The deception ends here.
Fantana, grant me strike!
Also, I was gonna say this as well. Because for so many years, we were only given a description of what happened to Conria and how it fell, right? We had only descriptions. Now, after all this time, we're finally getting like a visual representation. Maybe not from the like the grand view, from like third perspective, right? But we're getting it from at least the perspective, at least of Rear, of how all this stuff went down, right? Instead of Dainsleif giving a description, we're getting Rear's memory of it. And I really like that. Because this is such a big and important moment in the game's entire lore, right? Because peep this. Y'all remember not long ago, I know I'm stopping in the middle of this grand epicness, but I gotta say this. Y'all remember not long ago, people were like, yo, Genshin Impact's cool stories are all locked in the lore instead of the actual main game, right? But now, when Genshin Impact is now touching up on these stories and fleshing them out so that we can see them because they're important to the overall lore and certain individuals and whatnot, like, you don't really hear those people yapping anymore, right? And if they do yap, they're incorrect.
Monsters at the Universitas Magistrorum? Why now?
Why now? Sounds like she foresaw something like this happening. Also, make sure y'all hit the like button for your boy. Appreciate it. Thank you. She blocked the door.
Oh no, they're coming. It's no use. The table won't hold out much longer. The weapons. Where are the weapons? Of course. All the lab equipment was upgraded after the inspection last week, but the new weapons haven't been allocated yet. I'm done for. Is anyone there? I need help!
Yo, what's going on with her hands? Oh, never mind.
Please stay back, please!
What's that? Is something calling her? Oh, cussing time. This is cussing. I can feel it.
What's that?
Rear. So the rumors about your work are true.
What? No! Listen, something happened at the palace tonight. We have to leave!
You don't need to lie to me anymore.
What do you mean?
I know why you're worried, and I will respect the decision you've made. But it's okay, because I found a solution. I know how to end all this. You can have it back. The normal life you so desire. But until then, I'm afraid our wedding will have to wait.
This? No, don't do it! Cylinders! Cylinders!
I told you, Rear. Let her go. You will find someone better.
No! No, I won't do it! I have to save her!
By what means exactly? A lonely pawn. You lack the power and the strength of will.
Do you know a way? Tell me!
Come to the palace. Join
Dainsleif got cooked.
Rare, thank goodness, wait.
Step forth and take your share.
You made it.
Not you too.
Hatred or grief, despair, desire. We all have our own.
Rare. Rare.
Flindis.
Were you daydreaming? You still remember, Rare? That question you asked me a couple of weeks ago?
Oh. You mean the proposal?
Yeah. I'm wondering, where do you think would be a good place to discuss it? Maybe in the garden? Or were you thinking a fancy restaurant?
It's your choice.
Oh, nigga, he done turned to a crash out demon. He truly became an edgelord after that. Oh my god.
I will find you. And then you can give me your answer.
So he followed her through the gateway. I'm not gonna lie, that gateway looked like it led into outer space, didn't it?
So that's how the Raker of Solnari was born.
Now visually seeing the gang switch up on that nigga Dainsleif, and knowing that they really let the Abyss whisper in their ears, being like, yo, I can give you this, I can give you that, I can give you the power you need, I can give you the resources you need. Yo, come over here, bro. Come over here. It's like, man, the devil really was whispering in these niggas' ears, and they fell hook, line, and sinker. But it's also interesting in the position that they all ended up in, right? Sir Tologi is off planet fighting who knows what because he want to be the strongest thing that exists. Freaking Rhine-Daughter is now fused with the freaking Shade of Life, which means now she just can create all the life that she wants to create. So she's reached the peak that she wants to reach. Rerir, he out here trying to achieve his goal right now. Heruptatir, we don't know what that nigga at, and what the hell he doing. For all we know, that nigga could be just in a dark cave, just meditating. For all we know. And then Vedifonir, we don't even know where that nigga at either. He probably with the Abyss Order, possibly, or both. Vedifonir and Heruptatir are both with the Abyss Order, possibly. Right? That would make sense for those two. I know why all this for her. The darkness is soon. Love, man. Wait, love, man. Love can make you do things. I don't think the moon gave you the Abyss. Come over here, Riri. I think I can give you power to save your wife, and we have cookies. I ain't gonna lie. If the Abyss offered me chocolate chip cookies, I would take it. Sir Tologi wanted to be Goku and Vegeta, exactly. Sir Tologi a demon for telling Skirk that, yo, I'm gonna spin back on your life and destroy anything that you taking a liking to. I swear, he was a demon for that. True villainy. But anyway, the reason I say that that portal, my headphones. The reason I said the portal that she opened up looked like it was going towards the moon or the destroyed moon fragments or whatever, because that's just what it looked like. That's all. I don't know if I wouldn't say that it was probably going towards the Abyss though, personally, Cause like she was doing research on the moon marrow, so like, and I'm pretty sure it took like one moon marrow to open the gateway to just even seeing one of the moons, right? AKA Arlecchino. So it's like, that's probably what happened there. You will see it again later? Awesome. Oh, hold up, wait a minute. Is that, hold up. Let me have this thought process real quick. Is that portal that we saw, is that the same portal we saw back in Fontaine where we met with Skirk after we fought the narwhal? Well, actually, during our fight with the narwhal, because once we got eaten by the narwhal, there was that giant portal in the background. Well, granted, that portal looked a little different, but it looked similar. But then with Skirk, when we did her story quest, we came across another portal just like it. It looked like a black hole or whatever, right? So it's like, is that the same one? Because that's like in the depths of the abyss, right? My brain is contemplating right now.
A monster created by circumstance is a monster all the same. Viewing other people's thoughts for too long can get uncomfortable. Right now, I'm feeling a strong sense of loathing. In a nutshell, the story of Conria is what happens when the truth falls by the wayside. Everyone tells little white lies, and before long, you have a huge pack of lies that destroys everything.
Feels like she's mentioning something from personal experience, but she ain't touching on it all the way. Anyway, regarding the Moon Gate. Ooh, okay, I'm probably gonna live stream myself playing that quest then. Unless it's like a handful of quests connected to it, I'll still play it regardless and stream myself doing it. Because that sounds like it's gonna be a lot of fun content to consume.
Time to get back. His past is filled with sorrow, but the tale of any fallen civilization is one of endless tragedy. Cruel as it may be, that was Conria's fate.
It's so crazy that their fate could have been changed if the king wasn't so mad with power and hadn't lost himself in the sauce because he was listening to the whispers of the abyss. Yo, what's up, twin? Yo, if you keep following this way, I'll give you what you seek. Face ass. I ain't gonna lie. I can't wait until we get like some... Ooh, wait a minute. Y'all... If y'all know the lore of Genshin Impact, y'all remember that whole book that talked about like the Night Mother? Do y'all think the Night Mother will appear in Genshin Impact sometime soon in NODKRAI story?
Everyone, I'm back. Can I get a standing ovation?
Yes, Queen.
Never! How are you holding up? Feeling okay?
She's fine. Boss is a pro.
Also, let me read. I believe the Moon Gate worked like Skirk opened rifts to the abyss. I believe they are different every time. So the gate that Thelendis opened was different from what Rurir opened before he got cut into it. Or jumped into it. I feel like it's a chain. I feel it's a chain because there's one in doing that has 3 different quests, but they are connected. Pieces, just a guess. Okay. Interesting.
Yes, I'm fine. You will have seen the events of Rarir's life through my thoughts. It's now clear that he is just a regular nobody, driven by personal tragedy, as he said himself.
Which is why he became a crash out for Thelendis. Because one, he still ain't married yet. I ain't gonna lie. If I was him, I would be upset with her too. Because Thelendis, I ain't gonna lie, Thelendis is freaking gorgeous. Out of all the female NPCs we got in the story, at first, I ain't gonna lie, I thought homegirl Durzad was gorgeous. Then I thought Jet was gorgeous. And then, unfortunately for both of them, they got blown out of the water by Deerdith and Thelendis. Damn, ain't that crazy? 2 women from Conria managed to blow all the other beauties out the water. That's speaking volumes. It seems to me that the beauty standard must be pretty low on Teyvat in comparison to Conria. Oh my goodness.
I mostly agree. There's only so much we can know about him from his memories alone, but they did give us a clear glimpse into his life in Conria. However, I would not consider Rurir to be a nobody. He was deeply involved in the events of that era. Yet, when the catastrophe of a generation strikes, nobody is safe.
Sounds to me like you're speaking in riddles again. Is this you urging me not to abandon the people of NODKRAI in their hour of need?
That's not what I meant. Although I do hope you choose to remain a part of the plan. Without you, the mission ahead will be all but impossible.
Then try to remember that I respond better to the carrot than the stick. And I don't appreciate being bossed around.
Yeah, we can tell. Also, this is another aspect about all this that's so interesting. Like, if you compare Teyvat, or like any nation in Teyvat, and compare it to Conria, the people of like, you had five actually, or technically 6 of the most noteworthy individuals in all of Conria, right? Sit here and be like, oh, the Abyss got to them, which resulted into them betraying Conria and the people, from saving them from the disaster of being ruled over by the Venster King and his madness, and unfortunately leading to their fall. Because if you think about like Mondstadt, Leeway, Inazuma, Sumeru, Fontaine, Natlan, even NODKRAI, everyone here in each one of these nations, they have not been persuaded by the Abyss to abandon their nation, to abandon their people. These niggas are 10 toes about their home and about the people that they're around, which shows a big difference. Or rather, it shows the defense that the people of Teyvat had that the people of Conria did not have. Which is, the people of Teyvat had elemental power, which was a direct pushback and counterforce to the Abyss. Whereas the people of Conria, they had no countermeasures. They didn't use elemental power to defend themselves against the Abyss, or to try to, make their nation rise to this great light that they're trying to achieve, right? They only had the moon. Then after that, they switched out the moon for the Abyss. And then even for like eating food and whatever, they used bioalchemy. So like, these niggas were coming from the gutter off rip. And they just had a lot of things that the people of Teyvat had or didn't have. And then, vice versa. They also had technology, that too. They also had crazy advanced technology. And it's so interesting that when you see the landmass of what Conria looks like, it makes sense why all them freaking robots have them freaking twigs and whatnot attached to the design of the robot. Well, let me read. I need to know, what the hell was Lumine like before her memories were erased? Because they kept talking about the Outsider and the King going mad in Conria. They also had to know. Remember, they made ruin gods and other ruin machines. Oh god, 3.7 was peak. Did you just got done playing the 3.7 story already? It's only been 3 hours. Is the quest really that short? Or did you speed run through it? No, you didn't speed run through it? It's really that long? 3 hours? Okay, that must have been a good 3 hours then. That must have been a really compact 3 hours. I just skipped the yapping. Of course. Oh, man. All this is literally pointing to blame the sibling, but I think that's also to deter us. I don't know for sure, though. I still can't believe we saw part of what Conria was like in Inkonomina. I mean, that's true. Well, I'm thinking a bit more of design-wise for why that's true, because Conria and Inkonomina look damn near similar.
Now, as for you, Missy, you were excellent. You stuck to the rules of the ceremony and kept your mouth shut the entire time. Bravo.
Cool. So, can you fill me in on the deets now? Most of what I saw went right over my head.
Patience. You'll hear the whole story, don't you worry. But let's
Everyone
meet up
good
with
night.
the others
All right,
first.
good night.
It will save me narrating it twice. Yehoda?
Yes, boss. Let me get that door for ya.
That's more like it. For a moment there, I was worried you'd forgotten about the first clause of your employment contract.
Forgive my curiosity, but what does the first clause say?
It says I gotta do the annoying stuff that boss is too lazy to do for herself. Like opening the door, pouring the tea, yada yada.
Is that right?
If something is in the contract, it's because she willingly agreed to it. Rest assured that the Curatorium abides by the very strictest of labor policies. You don't seriously think I'm cruel enough to treat her like my slave?
Now, I'm very curious. When are we going to go to Sumeru? Because they revealed us going to Sumeru in the live stream. So I am curious when that happens.
In any case, I've hardly shied away from my share of the work today. Hope I don't catch Flintz and Varka lounging about in their chairs, enjoying a leisurely cup of tea.
Watch me
There's
catch
nothing I dislike more than other people enjoying themselves while I'm hard at work.
Ain't that the truth, sisters? Preach. I understand how that feels. Granted, I do that to people sometimes.
Oh no.
What done happened? Why she said, oh no? Don't tell me we're still inside the mind. No way we're still inside his mind. That'd be so freaking crazy.
Sorry to disturb you, but we seem to have run into some trouble.
Evidently so. Don't worry, I'm not about to leave you to fend for yourselves. I'm not that kind of boss. And it would go against the Curatorium's labor policy.
I'm sorry. What did you hear me say? I wasn't talking about labor policy.
Wait. How long have I been standing here?
Not long. You just appeared by the door a moment ago.
Boss, what's wrong? You look like you've seen a ghost.
We've been tricked. We never left at all. Somehow I hallucinated that whole scene back inside the office.
Hallucinated? But how?
How indeed. This place should heed my will alone. All thoughts and actions that occur in here are just a result of pawns moving across the chessboard in a carefully calculated manner. And nobody has access to this chess set but me.
So you control everything in here?
More or less. But yes, it's a special technique of mine.
Has anything like this ever happened before?
I said you can stop here after this conversation. We in Sumeru. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Me yapping my lips off. Something, man. When we gonna get to Sumeru? Only till us appear here. It's crazy. Also, for anybody watching the stream right now, make sure you hit the like button for your boy. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Only once. It was the first time I used the chess set.
Is there any similarity between what happened then and what's happening now?
I suppose my thoughts are a little turbulent, which was also the case my first time.
Is there anything I can do to help?
The first clause of your contract clearly states that I only need your help with things that I'm too lazy to do myself.
Meaning, you're not feeling lazy right now?
Meaning, this is not something Yehoda can help with. The chess set is a personal treasure that I alone understand. I must be the one to find our way out of here.
Boss, it's fine. Really. Let me do something useful.
Oh, listen to you. Whatever would I do without you, Yehoda?
What? Really?
Yes, really. Where would I ever find another employee as obedient and servile as you? God forbid anything ever happens to you.
This woman thinks she's slick. I would never fall to a woman like this. I won't. You're not about to sit here and talk sly about me talking about how obedient I am. I'm not your dog, twin. She talking crazy.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, I was thinking of fetching some water. There's gotta be a source around here somewhere.
I'm gonna say this right now. Without a shadow of a doubt, there is some special clause written in that contract Yehoda signed that allows for Nefer to do devious stuff to Yehoda whenever she feels like it. I can guarantee The way she sat there and said, "Oh, you're so obedient and subservient. God forbid something happens to you." That means she sees you as her plaything whenever she wants to. Guaranteed. I'm guaranteeing she'd be pulling out something crazy and be beating them cheeks up. I'm gonna say it again. Rerear, devious individual. We already know what type of timing he on. And now, never. We have 2 individuals checked on the list for some devious activity.
I suggest everyone finds someplace comfortable to take a rest. We gotta conserve our energy. Even though all this chess malarkey doesn't exist in a physical sense, mentally speaking, it's all real. And so is our tiredness and fatigue. You don't want to dismiss mental fatigue. Just because it isn't physical doesn't mean it's any less serious. But anyway, I got your backs, so don't worry about a thing.
Don't I have the best employees? Jealous much?
What do we got to be jealous about, twin? Paimon ain't my employee, and Llama doesn't have employees. What are we talking about? Jealous about what? If you were talking to, let's say, who among our playable characters owns a business? D-Luke, Ningguang, right? If you were talking to them, your line would make sense. But unfortunately, it's not working over here, twin. Anyway, I'm not your dog. Then proceeds to growl. Leave me alone, damn it. That might explain her hair. Very easy to grab if you know what I mean.
If we can find a suitable time, I'd love to borrow Yehoda for a day to help out at the Frost Moon Scions. Would you be amenable to that, Boss Nefer?
Oh, Llama. Have I ever told you just how pretty you are? Beauty runs from the tips of your antlers to the depths of your imagination.
I know she's being sarcastic, but I have this sneaking suspicion that, granted, this is obviously wrong and incorrect, because it's just me throwing headcanon for the sake of it and me just talking crazy. Oh yeah, Navia also has employees as well. But like, I will say this right now. If Genshin Impact was a game developed in the West, in America in particular, where I live, I would not be surprised if they made Nefer into a lesbian. I wouldn't be surprised in the slightest. The way she talking, the way she moving, the way she looking, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they made her a lesbian in the slightest.
Time to rally, everyone. Follow me. As we continue our journey, the same rules will apply. That means stay focused and no talking no matter what we encounter. And don't disturb the chess pieces. You have my word that I will get us all out of here.
Alright, we stopped finally. But and also I'm using stereotypes to freaking paint my picture even more so of why I would say that Nefer would be a lesbian if she was made by a game developer in the West, because it's like so obvious. Maybe that's just my brain thinking about it. Also, I've got my things. You can stop here. Miko and Shiori. I still have not done Shiori's world quest at all, which is a shame. Not world quest, I mean story quest. I got like 4 story quests I haven't done in the entire game. I just have it on the back burner. This is the end of the stream. Make sure y'all hit the like button, sub, and all that other cool dandy stuff. Her cat is adorable. Go check out my reaction content or my discussion content. Both are on my channel. Go check the playlist. We gonna continue this tomorrow or later today, technically. Hopefully at 9 o'clock, since I'm already like halfway through the entire story quest. What else? Oh, I'm gonna be posting another reaction video.
Does Ashru sit up on the counter? To welcome our clients, of course. A kitty's gotta earn his kibble somehow.
I'll post another reaction video again at 12 p.m. today. So look out for that when it drops. And I think that's it. See y'all later. Good night and peace. I'm probably gonna exit out of this so that I will be able to enter back into the story mode without having to deal with this. But anyway, later. Good night. Bye. Where's the button at?